say, oh, we're live, and you can start screaming, yelling.
Perfect. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Have a good show. Thank you.
Yep. Here's a good show. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're live.
Are we live?
We are.
Oh, awesome, my friend. I guess today happens to be Tuesday, isn't it?
It is. It's a rainy Tuesday.
It is a rainy Tuesday indeed. Cold November rain.
Yep.
Who could forget Axl Rose? The one, the only, the icon, the businessman himself, the ever-growing, ever-expanding rock star, super rock star of the 90s, the one, the only Axl Rose. So, my friends, how you all doing? Once again, we are here live on the internet and also on the airwaves as well. My name is Recepit, and riding shotgun over here is Mr. Kennedy. Never get tired of saying it. Anyways, we are the Comic Book Guys, working title, of course, and basically we come to you live every Tuesday from noon until 2 on CKMS FM 1.3.
100.3.
That's right.
FM. So.
Super powered on the airwaves, yeah. And on top of that, if you want to catch us on our actual mega huge Facebook group, you can do as such by logging on my actual Facebook group, which is www.facebook.com/Recepit. That's spelled RCEHOPPE. Plus, on top, you can catch us on the Ustream if you want to see us live for some strange reason, because maybe Mr. Candy is one of the sexiest men alive.
Well, thank you.
And you can do that by hopping on the Ustream channel, which is ustream.tv/channel/Recepit. That's spelled RCEHOPPE. And we have this little bird thing as well. Kennedy.
Yes. We'll also be reading your tweets today. If you send us a good one, or if you want us to do any shout-outs to your loved ones, you can send one my way at Ryan_Kennedy. If it's a good one, we'll read it on the air. So.
Not too bad. Now, let's just say, hypothetically, you don't like the actual radio thing, you're not into the actual, online thing. We have this TV thing.
Yeah. For those that have Rogers digital cable at home, just sit back, relax on your couch with a big bowl of popcorn, and tune in to digital cable 946, and just, there you
go. That's on the Rogers box channel thingy of Death and Doom.
Yeah, if you got surround sound, we'd be coming to you all around the house, hopefully, so.
Oh, almost forgot something. There we go. I got it now. So anyway, I'm going to check the mic level. As everyone can tell, we are an actual live show. So sometimes, from time to time, we're always making sure that the dials are actually being tweeted properly, the knobs are being turned properly, and stuff like that, to bring to you the very best of geek culture from the Wilder region and beyond.
That's right.
So, anyways, everyone knows today's Tuesday. Oh, what's that? What's that? Can't see from here. I'm getting old. Hold up.
The date?
Yeah.
You're looking for a date? Well, it is, let's see here. It's one of the last shows of November we're going to be doing.
We're running out of November time? How'd that happen? Craziness. Sorry, keep going.
Tuesday, November 29th.
Oh my goodness. So basically, there's that word again.
So those with huge beards or mustaches, soon you'll be able to shave them off.
If you want to.
Almost the end of November, so.
Some of us like to keep our facial hair distinguished between the children and the men, but however, that's just me thinking out loud or talking out loud, that is. So as previously mentioned, today's Tuesday. And of course, before every Tuesday, there has to be a Monday. What happens 9 o'clock Monday evening on the sports channel thingy?
Unfortunately for us Canadians, it doesn't kick off till 9:15 p.m.
That's right, we gotta look a later. We have to
little...
keep the children safe just in case something crazy happens on a live TV show.
Yep. But Monday Night Raw.
Raw!
As always, and we're one of the first shows to let you guys know our opinions on it.
Oh, so. We'll give you our opinions plus more. So, what should we kick off with? Pay-per-view? Anything we should talk about in that aspect?
There hasn't been a pay-per-view since Survivor Series on the
WWE
side, so.
You think Vince Kennedy McMahon would just be pumping out those pay-per-views every week or something like that just to bring the money in? Gotta have the money! Money!
They were, basically, I don't know if you saw the kickoff of the show, but they started off with Piper's Pit.
Yes. They did. It was good to see the Hot Rod you know, maybe one more time before time says, that's it, you expire like a thing of milk.
For some odd reason, he's starting to look like Mike Myers to me. I don't know if you
Yeah,
see
no, I
that,
caught that. The thing is,
but-
I was watching online. I got my notebook, my computer notebook on my tummy, which I don't think I should do too much, but I do all the time. And you know, I'm googling, you know, Roddy Piper in the good old days and stuff
Oh.
like that. So like, I'm seeing the slow progression of Mr. Roddy Piper, the hot rod, actually, you know, degenerating in front of us, which is like,
Well, he's
wow.
getting old, so.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I know people get old, but at the same time here, it's sort of like, how can I put this properly? It's like, I've heard, and correct me if I'm right or wrong here, Mr. Candy, that Piper actually was diagnosed with cancer.
I think he was, yes.
Yeah.
And he just came out of the hospital not too long ago.
Oh,
actually.
again?
Yeah, he's
Oh,
been
my
in there
goodness.
for something. I'm not too sure what it was, but he just got out.
Oh wow,
he's been in hospital.
that explains a lot then, because
Yeah.
you could see it around the eyes as the eyes keep sinking in. You could tell that. Now here comes the funny part. Ready for this? A couple of weeks ago, I was watching again TV, which is odd for me. But however, he was on the Eugene show, which was, you know, recapping old classic WWE broadcasting and so forth.
The Eugene show?
Well,
Is
you know.
When I think of that, I think of that one wrestler.
Oh no,
Eugene,
you're right. You know what? I'm getting the announcer's name all screwed up here. I apologize.
Mean Gene.
Mean Gene Okerlund. That's it. Okerlund. There
Yes,
we go. There we go. I apologize, folks. I apologize.
WWE Vintage Collection, I think.
That's right. And Roddy Piper and Oakland were actually on the show. You know, of course, highlighting all the great matches that took place back like 20 years ago. And Roddy Piper, you know, to coin one of his own phrases, looked like a smiling skeleton because it was so thin. I'm going, oh my gosh, what happened to this guy? Yeah. And the thing is that when he was actually on the show yesterday, he actually was an improvement from what I saw previously. I'm going, oh my goodness gracious. But however, I'm just happy that Mr. Rowdy is still running around like he always does in some aspect. But I have to be honest with you, that segment was really strange. You know what I mean? Like I know from from time to time the mad cow disease kind of kicks in, and I sort of screw up my actual you know, deliveries and lines and so forth. But however, like, what was it all about? It's like, can you feel electricity? And it's like, what?
I think John Cena was actually surprised he was getting cheered. They were expecting him to get booed, but he actually got cheered in that front of that audience. So.
Well, the Cena factor has always been up and down, but I personally think that Mr. Cena is very genuine and says, you know what, I'm cool with it. Yeah. Because either he doesn't care because he's getting his money, or he actually is cool with it and doesn't care. But he's just happy that the fans give some sort of reaction. But the thing is that whole aspect was like really, really weird from Piper. It's like, you have to get this off your chest, John, or you'll be down to yourself the rest of your time. So he's going, have you seen some of my other stuff? These fans are tame. So I don't know where the writing talent is going on with that. I'm kind of going, okay, sure, it's Riley, but...
For someone like Piper, he pretty much has full reign, I'm going to say. He just goes out there and say whatever he wants. He doesn't have a script.
And the thing is that, you know, I'm well aware of that, but it was just really... Like, I was watching this, kind of going, where's he going with this? I was expecting a coconut from somewhere. If you know what I mean. Boom! Make you feel at home there, buddy! But I'm just looking at this going, okay, you gave him his ring, and just, like, it's like, what? Am I the only one that kind of looked at this and kind of went, where's he going with this? Like, what are you thinking with it?
Yeah, it was just, I guess, motivation, because he was going over a bunch of different legends, like Stone Cold, The Rock, and everyone like that. And maybe he's just trying to say, you're not in that league yet. Like, you've been around for 5 or more years. He's watched his career unfold, but is he in that league yet? Like, he's been pushed down our throats as the next Stone Cold, as next Rock, but is he there?
Okay. So what we got going on here is we got two bars here, because what Piper also said, that sort of resonated with yours truly, is that he raised the bar. So I'm kind of going, all right, then does that make sense? Because, you know, we have him doing the whole, you know, outshining Hulk Hogan, in my opinion, at this stage of the game. But the question is, has he reached that legendary status yet? I guess that's maybe the question.
Well, from the reaction of the crowd, it seemed like he has, but usually he would get booed, right? Normally.
Oh yeah, but the thing is, this is fanfare. You know what I mean? Because the way I look at it, people really hated Cena. You know what they would do?
What?
They do nothing.
Well, Cena was giving out a few moments in his past where he's got booed really bad.
Yeah.
One was at ECW One Night Stand, and that was one of the first times he would throw his shirt out to the audience, and it would get thrown back in.
And how many times?
It was maybe, I don't know, 6 or 7 times.
I thought that was awesome.
Another moment he mentioned, which I'm happy, is he gave a little shout out to Toronto, and that's kind of us. Was at Tables, Ladders, Chairs versus Edge, and the Canadian crowd, I guess, ate him up that night too. But of course, Edge, the hometown hero versus Cena, that's going to happen.
Yeah.
The only thing that was really on my mind was, I don't think there's been a pay-per-view in Toronto or anywhere in Ontario or Canada, for that matter, since then.
Well,
and that's been like
2006.
Well,
there's a reason for that.
And why is that?
Because I stopped it.
You stopped it.
That's
okay.
right. I sent one letter to Vincent, because we're buddies, okay? And the thing is that he calls me and says, Ron, how should I run the show? And I kind of go, well, you should run it this way. And then he stopped calling me. But the thing is that I made sure there's no more WWE stuff coming in. And if people want to talk about WWE ever coming back to the region, people know why that's not happening. And it's because I threw something at Cena because of being a bit of a douchehead.
Well, all I can really say is, and a friend of ours is on board with this. His name is Ken Campbell. He's listening. We want WrestleMania 29 in Toronto.
We do?
So I know I do.
I think it's awesome. Maybe I'll make the call again.
Make the call. Get that decision reversed. We want pay-per-view. Hopefully WrestleMania 29. I think Texas is in the lead right now.
Really?
I know. But.
Well, here comes the funny part. Do we really want it in Toronto? You know what? I think a better place would be Kitchener.
Sure.
Yeah, because look what's happening with Rob Ford in Toronto. Like really, do you think he's a wrestling fan? I don't think.
I don't know. I don't know much about Rob Ford.
I know a lot about Rob Ford. He's the mayor of Toronto right now. Unfortunately, he too is being a DB, and I'm not too impressed with that. And
surely he sees the money UFC brought in when they took over Rogers Center.
Oh, true. But the thing is that is he a UFC fan?
Is he?
I don't know.
I think he just thinks it's good for business, good for tourism, having UFC here.
Possibly.
And I guess I don't know if he helped pass allowing mixed martial arts to be in Ontario, because for a long time UFC could never perform in Ontario because it was banned, that kind of sport. Yeah. But now it's been overturned and UFC can go nuts in Toronto. But wrestling has always been, pro wrestling has always been allowed here. Yeah. And I think, WrestleMania makes a lot of money. I forget how much income that it brought. Where was WrestleMania last year again?
I can't remember.
But it brought lots of money in. And Miami, it's already... sales for Miami is already surpassed records of previous WrestleMania. So
wait, did we have a WrestleMania last year? I can't remember because it was so bad.
This year, Miz in the main event.
Yeah. Well, anyways, talking about more WWE stuff here. John Morrison.
Yes.
He seems to be floating around. We sort of said his career is over. After the pay-per-view.
Last night was his last match. As
far
as I know, he signed an extension just to work shows he was advertised for. And this was his last show, and I guess he had an exit there with, getting stomped on by The Miz, taking him out of action. So
unfortunately, that's the match I did not see.
Oh, okay. Well, wasn't much of a match, really. It was a Falls Count Anywhere match. And it was mostly one-sided by The Miz, and...
That is so unfortunate.
And as far as I know...
Because I like the Monday Night Delight. I really thought he's a good, I don't want to say character, because that's a slam against his actual, performer, but it's I thought this character was really, really cool. And the thing is that, you don't do so much with it because it's a little three-dimensional here. But the bottom line is that I thought it was really cool. Could have done a lot with it, but they sort of seemed to stop somewhere between, and when Triple H brought him back, this huge giant pop, but again, it was sort of flat soda within 2 hours of John Morrison coming back. What are they doing? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Really weird. But I also heard that TNA really wants wants to sign him up.
Oh yeah.
So I think he may be popping, but at the same
30
time,
days, no compete clause. So
yeah,
we could see him in a month pop up in TNA.
yeah. Well, I hope WWE resigns him because I think he, does the best there. Because obviously, when he got like the viewing of TNA versus WWE, obviously WWE with a fanfare is it's a fan. The actual hits, you know what I mean? Like basically getting on television, people following him and stuff like that. And I hope that if he goes over to TNA, they don't do a Jeff Hardy to like push him off the corner type of thing.
Yeah.
Like it's really weird seeing Jeff Hardy still doing his stick at TNA, but not really clicking with me. You know what I mean? Like other fans are going, "Oh my God, this is awesome!" But like, I get it. It's flat soda pop. You know what I mean?
More of Jeff Hardy's fans are females, obviously.
Well, yeah. The reason why I like Jeff Hardy and also Matt Hardy for that matter is just because what they bring in the ring. You know what I mean? Like flipping around and stuff like that. Like some amazing, crazy stuff. But again, it seems to be when talent goes from one to another, it seems to be this fizzle aspect takes place.
Okay.
It's like, this is interesting.
Well,
But however, we'll see exactly where the Monday Night Delight takes us.
yeah.
And hopefully it takes us to higher and better things, of course. And with all that being said, let's play out to a break, and we'll be back momentarily. All right? Are we there yet?
Yeah. Break.
Awesome. Buddy!
Oh, hey, you made it.
Yep.
Great!
Hey, sorry about last week. I could barely talk.
Dude.
Let alone breathe. No, like seriously,
Well,
my
just as
throat
long
was
as just as long as they're not punching a pen in your throat to help you breathe a little better, we're all good. I'm glad you're here, man. We're betting if you show up today. It's like,
well, if I wasn't going to, I would have let you know.
oh no, for sure. But however, Ben is bad.
Oh,
Yeah.
We know that we love you. So how you doing there?
not too bad.
Good enough to talk?
Obviously.
Like, you got stuff you want to talk about today? Like 2 weeks backlog, right? So.
There hasn't been a lot in the world of video games lately.
Well,
since
did you go to
Skyrim
Dig?
came out. Yes, I did.
And I went to Gamer Camp, so I got.
What's that?
Don't know.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
So for all the people who are watching us on Ustream, Barley has entered into the arena.
What's up, Ustream folks?
So
I'm soaking wet and
Yes.
do I know
Cats
we,
and dogs.
to let you know we have time.
everyone on automatic.
We have a show on playing songs.
Yeah, I can.
So,
I'm good to go.
alright, so let's
Should we wrap up wrestling then?
I know! You're here too!
Oh yeah.
No, she's not. She's just figuring out your imagination.
Okay.
Awesome. I'm glad I'm thinking of girls. So let's play 2 more songs
Yeah,
after
I'm
this.
just looking up.
Awesome to get you all in.
Alright.
Cool. So this is it for a month, eh?
Yep. I'm glad you remember.
I'm the one that's reminding them all the time. He didn't think you were gonna come.
Is that ego I'm smelling?
Yeah.
Or just burnt toast? I'm having a heart attack. Ah.
This is my last show for the month.
Yeah.
For a month, of course I'm gonna come.
We should do some sort of Christmas special thing or something like that. You'd be available for a date?
October, sure.
I did correct myself, smart ass. We'll do a Christmas special.
Yeah, sure. I'll see what I can do.
Awesome. You guys actually like digging down?
Well, no, not for the month. No. Because we're still out of work.
For Christmas, I'm already off.
Yeah. Which, it doesn't matter, we won't be out of town for those days because... No. It doesn't matter if we'll be out of town for those days because...
I have a really funny idea. Does your gas station have letters in it?
No.
Damn.
I wish.
I'm trying to get in there.
Live stream from the station?
Yeah,
or?
exactly. From his work. So the 2 of us
Oh.
are just talking like idiots.
We could put you like a laptop here, so you're still with us. Hey, it's probably digital version.
We'll print out the picture from your Facebook and put it on. Have a little candle burn. We're missing you, Paul.
Come back to us. Who does that in the work?
Sorry, you were thinking?
Oh, were you talking?
You was.
I don't remember.
Awesome. Isn't that the best?
That is.
What was I saying?
I don't know, you start off with a sentence and of course one of us jumped in.
Probably him.
Or me.
Yeah, most likely him.
No, more likely. And,
Aw, aren't you guys cute couple?
yeah, we're almost married and stuff. So, my programming stuff today is a little bit light because we're starting around like a creek for the last couple of
No.
what I usually do is I burn out on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday start doing stuff, and then by Monday or late Monday I have a bunch of stuff. But this week lots of little kind of stuff. But I do have stuff.
Are you gonna talk about how all the Occupy protests are over?
Well,
Well, not really over, but
Well, the thing is that there's. We could talk about that if you want to. Is it a good thing to talk about? Sure. In my notes? Not really. Like conspiracy theories and whatnot.
it's you.
Of course it is. The way I look, I think conspiracy theories wrapped in chocolate's a lot easier to swallow.
I had chocolate.
I like chocolate.
Want me to get in behind there? Want me to get in there behind there now?
In a shot? Or
No, I mean like behind the table. Or do you want to do this for the
I'm
rest of
good.
the show?
I'm good.
Alright, you can do that for the show.
If you can be comfortable over
He's
there.
really good.
That's good.
Yeah.
I can deal with the break.
Yeah, I'm fucking dumb. I'm gonna go. How do I make this work? I don't know. Just throw things at it. So let's
After this
see
song?
you in the shot.
You mean a shot? I don't mean a shot.
Okay. We'll make it work. Alright.
Yeah, right now I'm in the shot.
Yeah, we're both in the shot right now.
So
This is our 2-shot. We're trying to get when you stop dying, let me know, okay?
he's dying.
I already stopped dying. I'm already dead.
Awesome. So we're still talking about wrestling stuff. We'll conclude that. And then Ryan, anything gaming after that?
What?
Next segment after that gaming?
Sure. Yes. We'll talk about gaming because Carly's here, so
Well,
we
the
can.
thing is we'll conclude our wrestling
Yes.
segment and we'll hop right into gaming afterwards. Have you done any movie stuff or cartoon stuff? Comic books?
I bought issue 2 of Game of Thrones.
Oh.
I actually don't. I actually like the comic book. Surprisingly, like I've never really been a huge comic book guy, but this one, like, probably because I'm so familiar with the story.
Yeah.
I can easily just reiterate.
Okay.
Yes.
This is a long song, so I'm willing to cut it anytime you guys are ready.
Wait, how long is it?
It's like 8 minutes, 6 minutes.
Holy shit!
You picked a 6-minute song? Oh my god!
Well, we don't want to cut it up. Like you can like
fade it out.
Yeah, you can lower the volume while we talking. When it gets to the end of the song, then just pause it.
Sure. Want to do that then? You guys
In a minute.
up for it? Just let me go when you know when you're prepped. Your voice is ready to go. Get the coffee, caffeine in you, and
Yeah!
uh,
Let's do this!
cold shower, warm shower.
I already had a cold shower.
Okay.
Take a jacket.
I'm good with it here. I always. She's cold. And I always like it behind me just in case I start to get cold. I dig it.
So the answer of last week's show?
Yeah. I was unconscious.
You couldn't even talk. Like, he was right.
No, well, it's really got to last week's show.
Good? Looks ready? Looks psyched?
This is just an entirely new perspective for me.
Just Alex.
Some people have broadened horizons.
Maybe Alex.
Maybe.
We should play What's in Ron's Cup.
What
is in Ron's cup?
That was just wrong after that whole thing.
What's in Ron's cup today?
Yeah. Today
I think
it's.
it's supposed to go explore your cup.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Everything's all.
Just out of curiosity, what is in your cup? What? Oh, yeah. So maybe about like straight vodka.
That'd be awesome.
That would be awesome.
That'd be awesome.
Let's get him psyched
I
for the
already
show.
do have vodka at home.
And who we got to bring it?
I
Your
was in
last
school.
show, you didn't bring the other hosts anything, especially your co-host.
I brought you a gift.
Did you really?
No. It's an empty bag.
It's an empty bag.
But it's bright green, so it's
He has
cool.
enough bright green bags at
Last time I
home.
was here, I brought brownies.
That's true.
Yes. We're all sad.
I'll put vodka in my brownies next time.
No, you're supposed to put hash. Jeez.
Time to air?
Well, long time. So I'll just
fine.
fade it. If you guys are ready.
How much longer is the song?
You know what? Yeah, cut it short. Cut it short in 40 seconds. Because it can go on for hours.
So I'm just gonna turn the music down, and then I'll just say. All right, we're back.
We're back?
We are.
Awesome.
Guess who's here?
So, joining us in the studios, the one, the only, the fantastic, the one of a kind, Funny Bob!
Rock on, brothers.
And on top of that, he brought Mistress Peanut with him as well, making
Yeah.
sure that all the kids in our peanut gallery is all being tamed and stuff like that. And also, if you're not realizing who we are, we're the Comic Book Guys working title. And on top of that, we're coming to you live on the airways from CKMS Sound FM on the 100.3 FM dial. Plus, on top of it, when you stop by the website for the station, you can do as such at soundfm.ca. Plus, if you want to catch us on TV, how can we do that?
Rogers Digital Cable Channel 946.
Awesome.
Perfect. Plus, on top of that, if you want to get more interactive with us, you can do as such through my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Recepit. That's spelled RCEHOPPE. Plus, on top of that, if you want to be a little bit more interactive and see our wonderful happy faces, you can do as such by hopping on ustream.tv/Recepit. And again, that's spelled RCEHOPPE. And if you want to get a little tweety with us, how can we do that?
You can reach Farley here at xxfarleyxx at twitter.com or whatever you do.
Whatever you do after the .com, kid.
And send mine my way at Ryan_Kennedy. Because I'll be checking the tweets. If there's a good one, we'll read it on the air. So.
My announcement was better.
Totally true. So anyways, as I said before, we're here every Tuesday from noon until 2 o'clock. So if you're checking us out, dialing us in, hear us on the airwaves, we appreciate your time with us. So before the break, we were talking about all things geeky, and with one or two things in our segment happens to be wrestling, because after all, we're a bunch of guys. And we like watching all of people wearing underwear. Peanut, don't say a word. So anyways,
Because Peanut loves watching greasy guys wrestling on the
Oh,
road.
wow.
Only if they're shirtless.
Well, typically they are. Anyway.
Alright, so anyways, we're just basically wrapping up with the Monday Night Delight, John Morrison. And one of the few things I want to add as a continuation is that Stone Cold Steve Austin, the 316, is actually chattering again by coming back to WWE. But
I might watch
however,
it again.
Are you talking about in the form of a documentary?
no.
Or-
Actually, I heard he's coming back to actual live action again. But however,
He says he has one match left in him.
one more match. But however, the bottom line is that
Yes.
rumors and basically what some of my sources are telling me is that he may return next WrestleMania. Not this WrestleMania that's coming up, the one after that. Which would make a lot of sense because obviously with Stone Cold Steve Austin, he's got a lot of injuries and stuff like that, and to work around those injuries will take a lot of technical time to go through. Plus, on top of that, whoever knows what happens between now and then.
Yeah, and also on top of all that, he also has a actually pretty decent movie career going on for him.
You think it's decent?
Well, the movies aren't decent, but he's in a lot of them.
Yeah.
True. And also, speaking of such, he is returning into the Expendables again, if I'm not mistaken. I
Yeah.
think he is. Did his character die in the first one? 'Cause I
Alright.
haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, me neither.
All right, so
I have it at home and never saw it.
Wait a second, Mistress Peanut.
Yeah.
Can you help us out like you usually do and found out that if Stone Cold Steve Austin's character died in the first one?
Well, actually, just find out if he's going to be in the second one.
Exactly. I was going to say that as well.
I'm not sure if I can.
Check the
find out, but I'll
IMDb.
find out.
Awesome.
And see if his name is in the credits for the second one.
Or you can hop the movie database. But you know what? Find out. Let us know. We'll come back. We'll put a circle around this and put it on the shelf.
Stone Cold
Steve Austin.
I'm pretty sure you know who he is.
I do, but I just wanted to say it again.
So for other wrestling stuff here, what's happening, Mr. Kenny? What's happening in the world of TNA? Because unfortunately, I completely didn't see it all.
Well, Bobby Roode is still the champion.
All right.
So go Canada. He's from Peterborough, so that's awesome.
Go Peterborough. I love that place. Go to the zoo. Fantastic.
Yeah. But not much has been happening in there lately. I haven't seen the last episode of Impact Wrestling, so I can't comment on anything about that right now.
Yeah.
Oh, I know something about it.
What's
This
that?
one guy and this other guy hit each other.
Wow.
Yeah.
They hit each
Now let's
other.
go back to Peterborough for a
Farley's been
second.
away for 2 weeks.
Let's go back to Peterborough for a second. That place is fantastic. Go to the zoo. I swear I saw Michael Jackson.
Did you really? Or the bones of Michael Jackson?
Well, no, this is when he was alive. You're a
Yeah,
terrible human being.
oh, I'm very excited. So, so with that being said,
Basically,
Mhm.
Fortune, if you're familiar with the group, the stable, they've basically just been falling apart. Because
Yep.
first we had Christopher Daniels breakaway, and
Yep.
then we have Bobby Roode that went
Yep.
heel and he's broken away. So really, there's maybe just 3 out of 4 left
Yep.
members, which are AJ Styles, Tennessee Cowboy,
Christian
Jimmy
Cage.
Storm. No, Christian Cage. Talking about.
I don't know who that is, but I'm laughing.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Christian may or may not be out right now for legitimate injury.
Wait, is that like Christian from
Oh,
like
Christian.
Eddie Christian?
Christian, don't you remember he came out with the neck brace and the
Yeah. I
crutches
thought
and-
that was kayfabe.
apparently he hurt himself
Yeah.
legitly on the European tour, but
Oh wow.
it may just be another work. We'll see. But he's been out of action for a while now, right? We
Well,
haven't seen
I thought
him
we
on
just
SmackDown.
sucked and he has to recalibrate. But no, I haven't been really impressed with Christian.
That's a nice thing to say from a local.
Well, you know what?
Say.
I appreciate the individuals with the time and to do stuff, but
Yeah.
however the way I look at it, if I sucked or you sucked or Farley sucked here, I'm pretty sure our fans would make sure crystal clear on how much sucking is going on, because right now I'm not impressed with Christian at all, his
Okay.
wrestling prowess, or his storyline. Being a little whiny bitch isn't quite exactly how I like to remember someone like as in Christian Cage, the instant classic. Like, and that's from TNA. Like I just said before,
Yes.
earlier we're talking about people sizzle out when they go from WWE to TNA. And when Christian went over to TNA, he just basically grabbed it, made it his own, and went, "Wow, this kid is awesome. I want to watch this guy a bit more here." When he came back to WWE, it's like, "I'm a little whiny bitch, and I want one more match, and I can't think of anything else that's more exciting or creative, but just one more match." It's like, oh my god, guy, really? Come on here, cut me some slack. But anyways, as we were talking about earlier, we watched Raw last night. So let's go from TNA back to WWE again, because we're a little bit ADD on the show.
Yeah.
A little bit.
So overall, what did you think of Raw? Because after when what's his name, the Hot Rod, that's it, was talking to good old Johnny Cena.
Good old John Cena.
Exactly. It was sort of like that was awkward.
Yeah.
And we talked about how the Miz
Mhm.
was basically really beating on the Monday Night Delight John Morrison. It's like, oh my god, this is like dumb.
Wait, didn't the Miz and Morrison used to be tag team partners?
They used to be.
They
yeah.
used to be, and then they had they what happened was that I think the one not the first, but one of the first that really grabbed hold of the social online media aspect.
Yeah, they used to have an online podcast show called The Dirt Sheet.
And it was just the two of them talking about all the different wrestlers.
Oh, okay.
It's not a smack talk, but it was all improv. But the thing is, it was cool, and people tuned into it. It was like, this isn't bad. And
Yeah, that's
from
pretty
there,
cool.
and then from there, both Morrison and the Miz went separate ways.
Yeah.
And did their own career stuff, and the Miz just kept climbing. Morrison seemed to be fizzled out, which is like, are you kidding me? Because I always thought that Morrison had a more physical prowess because of the whole park jumping around. flipping
Oh,
things.
parkour.
There you go.
That stuff's sick.
Exactly. The thing, and on top of that, he keeps himself in very fine physical
Yep.
shape, which is difficult to do, especially when you got your fat ass in front of a computer for like 16 hours a day type of thing, watching videos or doing web pages. What's that?
I Only 32 hours.
Only
32 hours a
per
day?
exactly.
And he dies.
And then he died. Awesome. But the thing is that Morrison keeps himself in fantastic shape. You can totally see that, and it seemed to be, it seemed to be was ramping up for more of an actual, in my opinion, an actual RVD 2.0 clone type of thing.
Actually, a lot of people were saying that he could be the next Shawn Michaels. But
You think so?
there was a lot of people that were comparing the two, but
Why would they insult him like that?
Shawn Michaels is awesome.
I like
Silence
Shawn
and
Michaels.
Fidel.
Sorry.
It's okay. So from all of that, like John Morrison just seemed to fizzle out, and they pushed them all together. Triple H brought him back, possible resurgence, and when he's in the ring, he's actually doing stuff, which I thought was always impressive. So a lot of wrestlers would just show up do nothing. But however, there's other matches took place on Monday as well. So what else took place? They had the Divas division again. Boring.
they got a whole 3 minutes, and then that was done.
Yeah,
Well,
3 minutes too long in my opinion.
Who's wrestling though?
Does it matter?
The Divas?
Yeah.
Does it really
Alright,
matter?
well,
a
see if
horrible
any-
division.
We'll see if these names ring a bell to you at all.
Doesn't
So,
sound anything.
we had Kelly Kelly
I
and
know her.
I know her.
who
Wow,
doesn't,
even
right?
Peanut
She
knows her.
is the
I burned that name out of my brain.
Anyway.
I'm sorry.
it was Kelly Kelly and Alicia Fox in a tag team match against the Bella Twins.
Okay, I know Kelly Kelly.
Oh, you
She's
know
a good
Kelly
choice.
Kelly,
Twins.
She's a good
yay!
The
choice.
Belly Button Twins I'm well aware of. What's that? Who?
Say the names again. I didn't hear.
We had Kelly Kelly and Alicia Fox against
her.
the Bella Twins.
The
in
Belly
a tag
Button
team
Twins.
match.
They're
See, those
hot.
all sound familiar.
Okay.
All I know.
But they
is,
had a whole 3 minutes of a match. and it
all I
was-
know is Kelly Kelly, and I could just watch an entire Raw episode.
The Bella
of her.
Twins, or like they call them the Belly Button Twins, are awesome.
Are they?
Yeah.
Did any clothes get ripped off?
Wait, are they
That
actual-
was
No,
no.
Are they
You see,
In
actual
fact,
twins?
the funny thing is that some people in our segment, if they've been following wrestling, sort of touching on it, if you've been watching TNA, they actually have
Yes,
a really
yes.
good women's
They
division.
do. They do.
It's really, really well done. They got the stories down pat,
Mhm.
the actual, I don't say the actors, but the talent. There you go. The talent really know what they're doing. They're really putting stuff forward, and it's really, really awesome to watch. The thing is, in WWE, it just seems to be boring popcorn fluff without the butter and no soda pop on the side. It's like this is really, really
That would
dry
make a
In
good
other
and
words,
boring.
they just put them on the screen first for the guys to look at.
Oh, I'm well aware of that, but if I want to see girls, like,
Yes.
but anyways.
Well, just to
Yeah,
let you
need
know,
clothes ripped.
there will be no clothes ripping in the WWE because that doesn't fit the whole PG
Yeah, that's the other
restrictions
thing as
there.
well.
No
Since
more
they're
bra and
PG,
panty matches.
It's
essentially.
kind of funny. So sorry, Kenny. The thing is, you mentioned PG. I think no longer intelligent storylines. That's what I think. But however, that's neither here nor there. So what else happened
Yes.
on Raw?
Well, we had a WWE title match. Did
You know
catch
what?
that?
I did tune into
that
that.
was the main event.
And Robert Rodriguez is back in the line, which would be forgotten in his two-dimensional character. I have heard so badly, I don't even know the guy's name anymore.
Alberto Del Rio.
Is that his name?
That's
Is that his
unless
born
you're talking
Christian
about
name?
the special announcer, which is Ricardo Rodriguez.
Rodriguez.
Yes, that's his. They-
Hopefully they'll put a fork in this friggin' guy and move on to the next one. Because I don't like the wrestler at all. But one thing I will say about that particular entertainer, he actually is really technically sound in the ring. You can tell he knows his stuff. He knows how to execute. But the thing is, the character is so boring. It's like, look at me. I'm a rich guy. I'm so connected. I have my own ring announcer. I come into the ring with nice cars. And that's all I really do. But if you get mad, I'm gonna snap you on like a twig. It's like, alright.
I was already bored from that.
Yeah, exactly.
Very nice accent though.
Which is
you did this very well, yeah.
But however, with CM Punk, you know, at least he's keeping us entertained for
Yes.
goodness sakes. And I'm glad they lost the match. But however, I can totally see
Yeah.
John Laurinaitis, WWE, talent relations, and interim manager of Raw,
Yes.
coming up with some stupid storyline to get those two dance once again, which I hope not, because it has to move forward. And I'm hoping people who are part of the straight edge nation stands up and say, let's keep the ball moving so it's not boring. Plus, on top of that, let's get those WWE ice cream sandwiches out for the kiddies.
Straight Edge Nation.
That's right.
There is a Straight Edge Nation, but a lot of them aren't probably WWE fans.
Well, they should be, especially CM Punk fans.
You know what
straight
straight
edge
edge is, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The hardcore metal fans who don't
Ah!
drink or do anything and are really boring people.
Oh, thank you, Farley.
So what else took place? Is that it?
Well, Daniel
Wait,
Bryan came out,
Yeah.
and basically tonight, for those who are interested, this is not typical schedule thing, but
before we pitch it, did we like Raw or not?
yeah, I enjoyed it actually. It wasn't
Did you?
too bad.
I gave it a 50-50 because I saw 50% of it. So
But,
that means 25% is good.
Okay, there we go.
Just segmenting from Raw to SmackDown.
Yep.
Basically, they were advertising tonight's holiday special SmackDown that is airing live at 8 p.m. today on the Score, and I guess Sci-Fi in the States, but
Sci-Fi spelled
from
old
America.
stupidly like some American.
SYFY.
Yeah, just.
Really?
So-
SYFY?
I want to say gay, but all my gay friends will beat on me. But however, I thought it's really dumb.
So during Raw, Daniel Bryan came out, and basically he's going to be in the main event of tonight's SmackDown against Mark Henry in a steel cage match
There you go.
for the World Heavyweight
And don't
Championship.
forget, kids, Mick Foley will
Yay!
be showcasing that special event.
He will
And-
be guest hosting
And he
SmackDown.
better
Oh.
do a damn better good job than last time he came on a Raw live television. John Cena, this is your night.
I guess you missed his appearance last night then?
No, I caught that.
Okay, he was doing a few
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. Scale of 1 to 10, I give it a solid 6.
for SmackDown or Raw. I should say.
For Raw,
For
because
Raw. Well,
last time he came on the air, that was like a total -4.
John Cena, this is your life.
Again, let's rehash stuff that took place 20
Yes.
years ago just for the kiddies. What?
The reason, you know why they did that, right? Because when Mick Foley did Rock, This Is Your Life, that was the highest rating
Yeah, of
segment
course.
in history for Raw.
Yeah,
So
and the
we're
thing
like,
is that made so much sense because he had this build up with the Rock and Sock connection,
Yeah.
and he had all this really, really good, do I dare say, writing and intrigue taking place, character development, and then just from like nowhere, left field, Mick Foley comes back, which was great, and then he goes, John Cena, this is your life. It's like, oh my god, no build up, nothing. It's like this. It might just be. The devil has been throwing poop against the wall, see what sticks. You know what I mean? It's like, oh my god.
That'd
But
probably be
however-
more entertaining.
Yeah, probably. But however, another thing I would like to mention as well. Mick Foley is coming to the region December 6th, part of his actual stand-up comedy routine. Exactly. So I'm hoping, if you're hearing us, people at the actual Lighthouse, to bring us in and watch the hardcore legend and do an interview with him. I think it'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, we'd love to be there.
Yes!
Do an interview for the show.
Like, I don't watch wrestling, but I would love to meet Mick Foley.
Okay.
That would be awesome. And we can add him to our list of other people that we've moved on from. Alright,
I want
so
nothing to do with you anymore.
you gave us your 5 minutes. We're done. It was wonderful, Charlie, but you have to move forward. Never mind. So, anyways, my friends, let's switch from wrestling. Unless anything else we want to add to all this.
He dies.
He dies.
Alive.
Alright, so Stone Cold Steve Austin actually dies in the
Okay.
first one.
Yeah.
He's
So
been
does that
written
come
out
back in the
unless
second
he
one?
gets reincarnation of some sort.
Twin!
In the next one.
Twin!
I say twin with a
Yeah.
bad hairdo.
Twin, that would be Goldberg.
Goldberg
Goldberg would be. Bill Goldberg.
Did Goldberg die in the first one?
Was Goldberg in the first one?
Yes, I think.
I don't think so.
I'm about 50% sure.
You're the first one.
What's that?
Apparently you're the first one. You are the one.
I am the one. So we'll segue from wrestling stuff into gaming stuff.
Yay!
Hooray!
My favorite
Yay!
subject.
To kick things off here, I just really want to say to people that today is Tuesday, obviously.
Yeah.
That follows after Monday, usually on a Christian calendar basis. But however, the Cult of Gaming is having a Tuesday night gaming thing, which they always do every Tuesday night, open to the general public at the University of Wilfrid Laurier. Plus, on top of that, they have a Saturday open video game thing, which I went to 2 weeks ago. Lots of fun, and I only have it once every 2 weeks. If you want to find more on the Cult of Gaming, you can go to www.cultofgaming, spelled with a K like Mortal Kombat, cultofgaming.com. So check them out, check out the website, plus stuff you can see them on Facebook and stuff like that. So, again, if you can, support your local groups within the region of Waterloo. Go on out and show them your gaming intentions.
Show them your skills.
and
About
pull them
showcase them.
all.
Show me your moves.
May all your gaming wins be epic.
Dude, my wins in everything are epic.
Your face is epic.
Your
That's
face is
very
epic.
true.
Fail.
That's right.
Oh.
Oh! Why did I
Anyway.
say that? Anyway, stupid American disease. Alright, so to move forward, what do you guys got for games?
So some events happened in the last 2 weeks. Farley, you attended one?
Yes, I did, and so did you. You go
Yeah.
first.
No, well, since yours happened first, we'll let you
Alright.
go first. Happened last weekend? Or, no, it was a
that was-
weekday, right? So, I'll let
it was
you.
Wednesday.
Mhm.
2 Wednesdays ago.
Okay.
Because, unfortunately I missed the show last week, so I didn't get to talk about it.
Yeah.
Fail
Yep.
us.
I'm sorry I could barely breathe.
Whose
Anyway.
fault's that?
So, yes,
I'm
tell
gonna
us a
blame
little bit
you.
about it.
I'll accept it.
Anyway, in London I went to the DIG Developers Conference.
Oh, that's cool. I did that.
Ha ha.
I'm gonna get some water, guys.
Anyway, listen to some really interesting people from the industry, from the video game industry, talk about not just like the future of video games. One guy talked about the past. He called his lecture "Reflections on the Eighth Art Form," because apparently video games are considered the eighth art form. Because apparently movies was the seventh art form. So that one, it was really interesting. It kind of dragged on because he kind of talks in a droning voice, but like very interesting topic. But that was Dennis Dyack from Silicon Knights. Really cool guy. I had a chance to talk to him a little bit.
Did you get an interview?
No, I didn't get an interview.
Right.
I said I talked to him for a little bit.
Dig it.
So talked to him. He was really cool. Then there's the people from EA and BioWare. I can't remember their names right at the moment. But they were talking. Quiet, Peanut. They were talking about mainly just challenges in opening up new companies, new studios for existing companies, stuff like that, and stuff like that.
No, so like they're thinking about opening up new studios for existing companies. So where are those existing companies now? In their parents' basement?
No, it's EA and BioWare, man.
I'm kidding.
I know.
I'm
But no, they were talking about both new studios for existing companies and also how to start up new companies.
that would make a whole truckload of sense.
Yeah, all you gotta do is pay attention.
I tried. Oh look, something shiny. Excuse me.
So anybody who's ever been interested in getting into the field of video game development, it's a yearly event, happens in London every year. I recommend going if you can scrounge up $500 for a ticket.
Is $500 a ticket?
It is $500 a ticket.
You're kidding me!
As a student, I
Oh
was
my
fortunate
God.
enough to get in for free.
Yeah, this.
But
$500 a ticket.
but
Do
you
they touch
get
you in appropriate areas in your no-no places for that? Like,
I
my
wish.
God, it's $500 a ticket.
Alex will.
they
If you really want it, Alex will.
they feed you.
For $500,
That's
it better be good.
And it might cover your hotel room. I don't know.
Oh, that's cool. That makes one more expensive.
Doubt it though. Yeah, it was a really interesting conference. Dennis from Silicon Knights. He was the only person I really got to talk one-on-one with for a little bit. But just listening to the other people talk, it was really informative for anyone who wants to get into the industry. I recommend going. Next year, $500. Hopefully they don't raise the price because it's already ridiculous. You know what you should do? Become a student for video game development or some kind of computer course. Then you can go for free.
Or we have a really cool talk radio show and say, give us free press passes, you crazy.
Yeah, I'm talking to the people out there, not you guys.
I mean,
Anyway.
us guys.
Anyway, Mr. Kennedy, what event did you go
Alright. Well, for a cheaper event that just happened, I'll start off with that.
$500.
Yeah, it's not. This one's not that expensive. Gamer Camp Level 3 happened this past weekend.
Did you get leveled up?
I guess so.
to?
So
Was there a level 1 and 2?
yes, there was. This is their third year of doing it.
Oh,
That-
okay,
that-
that's
that-
what it implies.
that-
Yes,
okay.
level 3.
That's funny.
So this happened at the George Brown College on
George
the
Brown,
design
woo!
campus in Toronto, and basically, much like Dig, it was a chance for a lot of people that are in the video game industry, mostly indie people. So whether you're a developer, artist, or coder, it was mostly a chance for you to get together with other like-minded people that say, "Hey, I can draw, I can do art, but I can't code. I need you to be a part of my company to help me put this game together." So it was a chance for people who are looking for an artist or whatnot, and to put a game together that even if you're just a developer and you have an idea for a game and you don't have the tools whatsoever to do it, here's my idea. What can you do for me? So there's a lot of networking there.
Awesome.
But and since the name has camp in it, there was a lot of activities. It was kind of like a retreat in a way. So for example, we had an urban outdoors activity called Live Action Mario Party.
Sorry.
Yes!
I think I hate to interject you.
Yes.
I think it's absolutely hilarious. Come to computer camp. We have outdoor activities.
Yeah.
Explore the outdoors.
This
Go to
was-
oxygen.
I guess a way for just some more, team building and getting to know each
Yeah.
other, because it was outdoor activities. So one of them
That's
was live action Mario Kart. So basically, I'll just explain how it worked for those that were wondering how it worked. There was about 50 people that signed up in total. We made groups of 5 people each. 2 people made up the cart, so as in double dash, so front and back. And then the 3 other people, part of the team, made up the shells. So I was a red shell. So basically, we hovered around our cart, and I forget which park we took over, but it was one of the parks in the GTA, and we just ran around as carts. And anyone that took over first place from us, I would be the seeker red shell and take them out. So
Please tell me you got video of this.
no, this was
Oh!
actually late at night. They were actually trying to live stream it too, but they ran into problems for.
Oh, is a live stream possible?
They were attempting a live stream
Yeah.
of it for
Yeah.
a bar, because there was
Yeah.
people that couldn't make it out, and
Yeah.
there was going to be the trophy ceremony at the bar.
That would
called
be freaking cool.
yeah,
I like
called
this.
Betty's in GTA. I'm not from GTA, so I don't know
GTA,
the
yeah,
exact street or intersection that particular bar is at, but.
But
They
yeah.
attempted a live stream, but that didn't work because it was late at night and there wasn't that much lights. But yeah, it was a lot of running around and playing live action Mario Kart. It was pretty cool, and there was like 50 people that signed up for that particular
That's
portion of the game.
That's
And I took out my cart. So and there was also banana peels and whatnot. And you know the guy I think his name is Lukia, the guy in the cloud with the video camera.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, the guy that's with the lights that goes ding ding, like
Yeah.
he was there. There was a guy dressed up as him and running around trying to
So
film it, I
cool.
guess. And
Oh, I want to be at pictures.
there might be. I think there was pictures, but live streaming they were attempting that, but that didn't work. And essentially that was all part of a live action Mario Party, and we did a few other mini games such as word association. Like we got a bunch of letters and we tried to make gaming words like power and stuff out of them, and a statue who could maintain a statue. For example, we did the Shoryuken, so your arm up in the air and one leg up.
Shoryuken!
Yeah, see who could do it the longest.
Oh, that's even more hilarious.
And we also did a guess who thing, like of everyone, like who's wearing glasses. If you know how the game works, that's how we didn't end up placing out of the top 3 teams out of everyone there, but it was a lot of fun to do
Your
that.
teammates sucked!
No.
Okay, no, I'm just kidding.
It was all
I'm
good.
only kidding.
So, and then basically the next day you're basically welcome to a breakfast. Just because that's how camps and retreats work. You get up early in the morning for breakfast. So they had about 20 different cereals available from you, and everyone was watching morning cartoons together. So it's kind of like a
That
retreat
sounds
in
so
a way.
cool.
And I ended up meeting a few cool people. I
Any
just want
girls?
to give them a few shout outs. There was actually a few girls there. I didn't get
Awesome.
to network with them at all, but they are in the gaming indie organization. But just a few cool people I met there. Tim Bott, who runs oddlystudios.com in Toronto. He has his own studio, and he's making games there and other computer-related stuff. So he's got a studio there. He also has a podcast that he does about video games too. So check him out. And another guy I met His name is Dale Wick of DistantGames.com. He makes games for PSP, and he also took part of the Iron Chef competition that was at Gamer Camp, where you had 3 hours to make a game with a secret ingredient, which being chattering teeth. So
your
so,
secret ingredient, raw chicken. What?
Yeah, so it was a secret. You had to incorporate this into your video game. So it was
That's
chattering teeth. Like the fake teeth.
That'd be
And
good for
he even showed it to me. So it was just kind of like a platformer he had, where you were the chattering teeth versus another character, and you were running around trying to find the item. So basically, getting 3 hours to develop this with this secret ingredient.
Raw chicken.
Maybe for next year's. So he did a good job with that.
Fun, like, so where's the game?
Where's the game?
Reach your hand in the anal cavity and pull the game out. I'm sorry, keep going. I apologize.
Yeah. So just like Dig, there was a bunch of panels as well for people that were interested in breaking out into the video game indie world. So this one panel I attended to, they just talked about a bunch of different game making tools such as Game Maker, Unity 3D, and a bunch of other different ones that if you wanted to, I guess, self-teach yourself, he was like, here's what you should use. And for example, Game Maker, I think Farley, you might be familiar with that game. But apparently no coding whatsoever. It's all a drag and drop program. And he really recommended that for people that aren't going through schooling or anything and just want to learn on their own. There's no coding whatsoever. And there was also a lot of indie game tournaments there. People that made their game, and there was tournaments for prizes. Some of them, which I saw, was Mega Jump, Shuriken Skies, and A Friendship in 4 Colors. So they were all made from artists locally, and they looked really good, nice, sharp, and polished. That looked fun to play. But basically, I had a fun time there. I'm not a coder, programmer, or anything myself, but it gets you really motivated to want to break into the industry, because the fellow you mentioned from Silicon Knights was there as well. He had his own panel, and he was talking about how he started and what's the future for him.
Did you notice the same thing about his voice? Like how it just kind of dragged on?
No, he seemed alright. He actually kind of looks like you. I don't know if it's the same guy. He has
actually,
beard and
hilarious story from Dig.
Yeah.
I had never seen the guy before in my life, and me and a few other people from my school were sitting at this one table. And this one guy at my school, he was sitting right next to the people at the other table. And they just would not stop talking. And he really wanted to lean over to them and say, guys, I'm trying to listen to these people talk. Shut up. He didn't end up doing that, which is good.
Did he?
Nope.
I would do that in a heartbeat.
Well, see, the thing is, like...
No, you wouldn't.
Anyway, but no, it turns out that
Farley.
the one guy was actually Dennis Dyack. And, like, the next guy who went up on stage, and they're like, next we'd like to introduce Dennis Dyack. The guy right next to him stands up, he's like, I almost told that guy to shut up.
I would do it. I would hack him when he goes up there. Like, so, are you shutting up yet? Well, you see the video industry. Shut up! You're talking and talking! Oh my god!
My friend didn't want to get kicked out.
Well, especially paying $500.
Well, no, he didn't have to pay. Remember, students got it for free.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
So, so basically, just to recap here, for the $500 that you went to,
Yeah.
do they have a website?
The Dig conference?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got a website.
What is it? We'll come back.
DigLondon.com.
Perfect.
I believe. Look it up.
And Mr. Kennedy?
Please.
Alright, well, for Gamer Camp, they are on Twitter at GamerCamp, and on Facebook at facebook.com/GamerCampFestival, and I believe their website is gamercamp.ca. So look forward to level 4 next year. And it is the cheaper option for.
You know what? Maybe
How much was it?
You know what? Maybe we should talk to these guys. Maybe make them a deal or something.
But I would also just like to thank Jamie Wu for getting
Jamie
in contact with me
Oh,
last minute so I could attend Gamer Camp and check it out and be able to talk about it now on the
You
air.
rock, Jamie!
So thanks a lot for. I know you almost lost your voice as well, Jamie, if you're listening. Trying to explain the rules of live-action Mario Kart in front of 50 people, going, how does this work? Because a lot of people were just gonna hit each other, and just tackle each other down. But it's like, no, we're gotta do this peacefully,
That's awesome.
All right.
So something else like that. Sorry, go. Sorry.
Yeah, the website for Dig is actually diglondon.ca.
Oh, it's CA.
Yeah,
There
and
you go.
also they can be followed on Twitter. I'm assuming next year they'll have a new one, but this year it was Big London 2011.
I do.
So.
No pun intended.
Of course the pun was intended.
No.
Can't dig with them shovel.
Anyway.
So from all of this as well, on the video game segment, I had just a little thing when I had on.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We all know that the main game consoles are not being released, once every 5 years type of thing.
Anymore.
Exactly. Trying to expand the actual
Yeah.
life, the life expectancy by adding new attachments and doodads and other stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys know that Kinect 2 is coming out?
Connect 2. Where are you hearing these rumors from?
Well, it's online. You guys heard about this yet?
No.
Connect 2.
Yeah.
As in the device. Another.
Yes. There's another Kinect
Okay.
device coming out. Supposedly, this new Kinect that's coming out is so fine detailed, it can actually read your lips.
Really?
Really?
Are you
So-
sure this isn't Connect 1? Because
No,
apparently
it's
that
Kinect
is.
2.
No,
That's
Connect
cool.
1 doesn't read your lips.
No, apparently there's. I haven't used it. I don't have a Connect myself, but apparently there is a new. Because there's always new dashboard updates and stuff. But
Yeah,
apparently,
sure.
during a chat program built in, it'll recognize your face, and
Yeah.
in the chat, it'll move your. As you move your mouth, it will move your avatar's
Yeah,
mouth
the
on
thing
screen.
is, you're absolutely correct with that. But however, in this case, there will be a new Kinect 2 coming
Okay.
out.
Well, I feel bad for anyone that bought one
Exactly.
last year because it just came out last holiday season.
Well, the way I look at it, if it makes the money for said company, it makes the
Yes.
money for said company. But however, the thing is that this brings a very interesting thing forward here, because the whole Xbox thing is connected to your actual internet, right?
Yeah.
And on top of that, if you have a camera connected to your actual
Mhm.
Xbox and you don't turn it off, you have a live feed constantly. Who is that? And additionally, with this new Kinect 2 thing coming out, it can actually read your lips and other stuff like that. So what's going on here is that they can actually hear you and see you and everything else like that in a constant stream. So I'm getting very wary of what's happening in the video game scene, especially with stuff that you have constant ongoing surveillance without your permission.
Yes.
So
Kinect
I'm
is
not-
a waste of money anyway.
well, you know what? I was on the bandwagon for a while, and I was screaming at the top of the lungs saying, "It's unpaid surveillance in your own home! What are you people doing? Don't buy this!" And you know what I did? I went to an Xbox 360 booth that was downtown Toronto, and what Microsoft did, they actually rented a whole store, so it's something completely
Yes.
full of Xbox stuff.
The
And they had
Connect.
a Connect,
right?
and I had so much fun playing it.
You had fun. Well, that's what it's all about.
Crazy. It was crazy. The only thing I'm not liking is the whole online component. The way I look at it, whatever I do with my privacy in my own home is my own business.
You
So-
don't actually have to have it connected to the internet.
Really?
It's not mandatory.
Not yet.
No. You,
No, never will be.
I
you
hope-
don't have to go online with your Xbox.
Yeah.
It's optional. You can play Connect games offline. I don't think there's many online Connect games at all. Actually, it's mostly for 4 players or more. I think Just Dance 3 supports up to 16 people in the background playing it.
Dance Central.
No, there's Just Dance 3 for Connect now.
We gotta
for
get-
Xbox
Oh,
360.
we have to
yeah.
get-
That was originally just a Wii
Why-
game.
Yeah,
Okay.
Just Dance 1 and 2 was for Wii only, but now it's made its way to the 360 and to PlayStation 3 with
Okay,
the
I was
Move.
gonna say, yeah.
So
That's cool. Well, if that's the case, then that's absolutely fantastic. But again, the way I look at it is that the way I see it is that with these game consoles coming out, we have to really take a critical look at them and say,
Yeah.
is this just for fun, or is this actually another hidden message or ultimatum path for these particular consoles? Because they're getting more and more powerful as they go going on, getting more and more stupid. It's like, I don't know. I personally don't dig it, but however, who knows?
Well, just to let you know, there's now Connect for Windows, so if you don't even have an
Oh,
Xbox
really?
360, you can get the software drivers and developer kit online and make games for Windows platform. And at
Yeah,
Gamer Camp, a few people were showing off games using the Connect for PC, and so I saw something called Tweetris there, where you could make the shape with your body, and then it would come down.
That is
so
awesome.
yeah,
Awkward.
so look up Tweetris. Apparently, after you do it, it will take a picture of you too and upload it on Twitter. But I didn't get a chance to play it, but it looked really cool. But yeah, you can now, as an indie developer yourself, potentially feature Farley. You
Yeah,
can use the Connect as part of your game.
Well, future party.
Coming live on
But
the
yeah,
Talk Podcast.
I actually know the software you're talking about, Tom.
Yeah.
It's you can use it to develop games for actually any Microsoft product that can play games like the Windows, the Xbox 360, and the new Windows Phone 7 and 7.5 that's coming out, and Windows Phone 8 whenever that gets released. Oh, speaking of Windows Phone 8, or actually Windows 8, you know how Windows 7 just came out like last
Not
year or
too
a
long
couple
ago,
years
yeah.
ago? Windows 8, I saw the developer preview or whatever
Yeah,
it
the
is.
beta is actually out
It is
for.
so nice and slick looking.
Did you punch him?
No, I'm not gonna punch my teacher.
The new interface is going to be
Windows
on every Microsoft platform, I think. I mean,
It's even gonna be on the 360.
yeah, the Xbox Live dashboard update's coming out in the next, like, December 8th or something like that, and it's going to have that interface, so... Did you see the I Love Windows Phone guys at Dig?
Yep.
Punch them?
Okay.
Yeah, I I got a free shirt from
Did you
them.
punch them?
Awesome, I did too.
Get a
We
free
should
shirt.
be
I
it'd be
lost
funny if we
it.
ended up both wearing it today.
I lost it.
I don't know
You
if
lost
you're
it.
so- What?
I lost it.
What?
Because
I don't even know how I lost it. I was in the car on the drive back,
Yeah.
and then I had it in my lap. I went to get out of the
Down
car.
his pants, he means to say.
I went to get out of the car. I look back in. My shirt is gone.
Oh.
Belly button monster.
Belly button
Oh,
monster.
That's right.
My belly button ate it.
That's right. The monster lives inside the in-cave of your belly button.
Oh, I just
It
watched
all makes
that. That's
sense.
hilarious.
That's too bad you lost it, Farley, because I plan to wear it the next time I take a little trip to the Apple Store at Conestoga Mall and
Yeah.
see their opinions of it.
We're not getting paid.
I still have the pin though. They
You have
give
the
me-
pin?
Top, we
Okay,
want our
okay.
check.
Yeah, like actually at Dig, I got quite a bit of cool swag from.
Awesome.
Did you bring us anything?
No, but I can show you a couple things.
Awesome.
One thing, keychain from Digital Extremes.
So look.
They made a couple
February.
games that I personally like. Critics
Show that
gave it
camera here.
mixed reviews. Both of them mixed reviews.
So what is it?
That's their
It's a leaf?
company's logo. I don't know
Okay,
exactly
that's pretty
what
cool.
it's
That's
supposed to
not too bad.
You could poke your friend in the eye with that.
be. Yeah, like the games they've made, I personally really like them. Like critics have given them mixed reviews. Like they made
Crap game 1.
Dark Sector was one of them.
Oh
Guy runs
yeah!
around with a
Hold up.
gigantic glaive and like throws it at people and like it's a sick game.
Let's shoot the father creature. What?
Alright, what was the coolest piece of swag you got then?
Coolest piece of swag. Well, Peanut likes the keychain.
Yeah.
But
It's on her key.
It's not guy.
yeah, I got a little stuffed spaceman from the Intel booth.
That's
There-
cool.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Intel was there.
yeah,
That's pretty sweet.
Did you get any business cards?
yeah. I got quite a few business
Awesome.
cards.
We'll go through that after the show then.
I don't have them here. Anyway, but one that I'm really disappointed that I didn't get was from Big Viking Games. They were claiming that like
Well, from Viking Games, yeah. Don't you
And-
start more. We will go to you if you don't like our product.
they make Facebook games. Leave me alone. Anyway,
Give us your personal information.
but with the company like named Big Viking Games, you can expect what kind of stuff they give out. They were giving out like cool kind of plastic swords and axes, like
That's cool.
yeah. And I was so disappointed. Like I got there,
Bonus points.
I got there, and I'm like, the first lecture's gonna start in a minute. I'm just gonna go there, and then I come out, go back to the booth. I'm like, do you have any more swords or axes left? They're like, no, we just got rid of the last one.
Oh!
Epic fail.
Man, the belly button monster is unpleased.
Oh dear Lord.
We
Anyway,
miss you, Farley.
and before we go any further, also,
Yeah.
one new game that I want to talk about.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I haven't gotten to play it. The latest in the hey, it doesn't matter if I played it or not. I know
still
it's
wrapped
awesome.
in thing, but it's awesome. Have you played it? Yeah.
Dude, it's the new Zelda. Of course, it's awesome.
Skyward Sword. So
Absolutely.
you didn't get any chance to play it?
Not yet.
Like
Okay.
in Skyrim?
No, but
You know what?
You're just teasing him now.
I found out what Skyrim was really all about. we had, as I said before, we had Warheads, a hardcore legend, on the show the other week. And he was basically talking about what Skyrim is and stuff like that. And I went, alright, well, we'll go check it out. It's like a LARP simulator game.
You could say that.
It's a LARP simulator?
Yeah, exactly. I want to say like World of Warcraft. They say, you know what, screw it, throw no terminology in it. It's a LARP simulator. It's a horror game. It's like, this is dumb.
It's an RPG.
Yeah, no, the thing is that I thought it was like futuristic, you know, something like that.
No.
Because it's something like Skyrim. You know, I'm thinking more sky, things in the air, stuff like that.
Dude, it's got
the
dragons.
5 Mile Club, you know, stuff like this. I'm like, this is another LARP simulator? Really? Wow.
There's been
You know what?
RPGs that
Except
came before it, and there'll be RPGs to come after it. So
We are officially banned from talking about Skyrim because that game is fantastic.
Alright.
That game is fantastic.
Really?
You do not get to talk about it ever again.
I'll promise I'll never play it. How about that?
No, I don't care if you play. You're just
Perfect.
not
You
allowed
don't
to talk
care
about
then.
it.
There we go. Moving on.
You're just not allowed to talk about it.
So before we conclude our actual gaming segment for this week,
I got a little hands-on with Super Mario Land 3DS.
Oh, yeah?
It's pretty cool. I'm liking it.
Did you like it?
I'm liking it. It's pretty.
Did it burn the impression to your mind's eye?
No, it's fine. It's fine. I think we've just been waiting for a Mario title to come along and just pick up the 3D and make it impressive. Because when the 3DS came out, there was basically no good games except for Ocarina of Time 3D came out a little later.
Yeah.
But this is a whole new game, Super Mario Land 3DS, and it looks pretty sharp. It looks a lot of fun. I just played a few levels of it, and it was pretty cool. And I believe today, Super Mario Kart 7 comes out today, which also will be in 3D. Yeah, that's 7.
You guys ever heard like the Friday the 13th problem? So many sequels, people kind of like, what do you do with it? I'm sorry, I'm gonna
more racing.
Actually, I want to go back to Super Mario 3D Land for a minute.
Okay.
The game has actually come under controversy from PETA.
Yes!
Yes.
I
that last
find
week.
it hilarious.
Yes.
Have you seen the YouTube videos that's going on about that?
YouTube videos, no.
No, there's. I believe Mr. Kennedy, correct me if I'm wrong here. The people from Nintendo.
Basically, when the game launched in
New
New
York.
York, about 100 or so people dressed up as Tanuki Mario, which is with the ears and the tail.
He's
And
the
they're dancing out, and basically, as you know, PETA has the whole, anti-fur thing and all that stuff, and here's Nintendo promoting it, so.
Right
This is
to the
kinda
front
funny.
door. More funny. Stop being sick, brother. Stop it! Archibald! Oh, there we go.
Alright.
There you go.
Is that your thoughts of PETA there? Just
Yeah.
your,
Absolutely. In this case, yes.
You know what? I want to slam PETA anyways from Sunday. I really
That
do.
sounds
These guys are
inappropriate.
a bunch of hypocrites. I'm not impressed. I hope they show up to my house one day and totally burn down my landlord's car. I think that'd be absolutely fantastic to show the actual point. But however, did you guys hear what happened with PETA back? I would almost say a couple of years ago.
what?
They had in California, LA, they had a animal shelter. Actually storing animals in there for people who were neglecting their pets and so forth. So it was this really hippy-dippy-ish place to go, and have your animals, people could actually, rent out animals or adopt animals and stuff like that.
Wait, rent out animals?
Yeah, exactly. It's LA, you can do that type of thing. I need a dog for a movie show that does nothing. Here you go. Thank you very much. I'm going to $500 an hour. Okay, cool, there you go. But however, the bottom line was that they were euthanizing animals by the hundreds.
Yeah.
And what they were doing was throwing them in the actual garbage bin in the back. So this totally goes against the whole PETA aspect. And the way I look at it, I think we should go and eat more secret cow and just, PETA that much more.
Secret cow?
Sacred cow.
Oh, sacred.
Secret.
You said secret.
I did say secret.
Okay, why
I'm not
is
saying
it
sacred.
I'm so confused.
I know it's so easy. No, something shiny. Go chase it there. So, anyways, I'm not impressed with PETA. Anyone who's a PETA follower, I really recommend doing your homework and backlog and stuff like that because this was a complete bunch of bovine excrement in a cardboard carton, which I'm not impressed with. Completely not impressed with. Because the way I look at it is if you can't accept the kitty or the doggy or the hamster or the gerbil, or the case may be, then euthanize them afterwards because you don't have space anymore. Completely unacceptable on every level.
Yeah. You know what I like about PETA though?
Besides, it's delicious. Oh, we're talking about Pina. Okay,
Yeah,
sorry, yeah.
I like
Only
those
in Skyrim.
celebrity ads. I'd rather wear nothing than wear fur.
You know, I'm not
And I just want to exactly. I just want to say
down with
that
that.
to
You
them.
know what? You and I should do a segment with them. I prefer to wear nothing than fur. Emphasize the stretch marks around the belly button.
Absolutely.
That would be awesome. We'll see exactly how far they get with that. Peter, freaking hypocrites.
I want to be
And we gotta make it look exactly like their campaign posters.
Oh, exactly. Well, the other thing is maybe we can talk to a couple effects makeup people, and again, accentuate the actual stretch marks in the top that maybe more zombified, so it looks absolutely deplorable.
I should keep the beard for this.
Yeah, I know. We'll figure that out. I think we can get CKMS here to run as a bulletin board. And downtown and have it completely white, the two of us completely naked going, I've been fighting with nothing, have the whole zombie thing going on.
In the winter time, right?
Exactly. Set it up for the winter.
I think there's a little thing called the polar bears that do that already, and they're naked and they jump in the cold water in winter time.
Oh yeah, you have the polar bear swim?
Yeah.
That happens to be in the Oakville area.
Oh.
Yeah.
They can keep that there. I'm not taking part in that.
Who wants to swim in Ontario Lake these days? So it's like, are you silly or stupid? Bit of both. Okay, off you go. So from that, I'm gonna recommend let's play a couple of tunes, get ourselves recalibrated, and we'll do to our segment. Unless there's more you want to add to the actual gaming segment here.
Oh, actually, yeah. This is
Come on,
really
there's a
good.
PS, folks.
No, this is a really good thing for anybody who wants to like start up. Not even just like video game companies or like help get funding for a video game you're creating.
Yeah.
You can get funding for pretty much anything. You go on the
Say that again.
Funding is always good, so go ahead.
anything.
Awesome.
Like
Funding for anything.
Even
Tell
if
us more, my good friend.
okay, there's this website. It's called Kickstarters.com.
Okay.
And it's Kickstarters with the S at the end.
How do you spell that?
Kickstarter.
ING.
S.
INGS.
There is no ing. Kickstarter rings. Anyway, Kickstarters.com. You go there, put together like a trailer for the product you're making, be it a video game, board game, stuff like that.
Really? So honestly, anything?
Anything.
Oh my god. So how about radio?
It's a fundraiser.
Maybe we might be able
That
to
would
do
be awesome.
I know.
I can still see us, getting something from, let's say, Motley Crue, like Kickstart My Heart, like.
But yeah, you go on there, you put this whole trailer together, and you ask for a specific amount of funding. You have to, no.
$1 million.
well, as awesome as that would be, unfortunately, you have to make at least the amount you specified, or else you get nothing.
Yeah. I've heard of this as well, this program as well.
It's
okay.
But like,
as a gamer, I ripped that apart.
yeah, but like,
we're looking for virtual dollars.
But like, anything over the amount you asked for, you still get to keep that though.
Really? So in other words, let's say asking for $100 to do X, Y, and Z, and you make $100. Did they make that ahead of time or after you get the actual grant?
It's not a grant. These are people that go onto this website, they search around, find something they like, and donate money.
You know what? I almost wish you didn't say that on the air, because now we're gonna have all over hundreds and thousands of people who tune in going to this website and basically putting all those proposals forward. Putting our proposal first.
It's essentially a donation thing. I think there's another one out there called Chip In that you can use.
Chip In? What's that all about?
It's similar to that. You just get donations. It's all through PayPal. But I think with when you were talking about Farley, you do have to make a certain amount, or else it all goes back to all the donations.
It goes back to the people who donated.
Interesting.
Kickstarter.
And best thing I've ever seen on this website. Look it up. It's called No Time to Explain. It's a hilarious game, and you can find it. It's downloadable only on like Mac.
That
PC.
is funny. We have no time to explain what our product is. Just give us money.
See, I think that was the joke when they made the trailer at first, but they just decided to stick with that, and that's what the game is called.
Oh, that's
so, like,
was this showed at Dig?
No.
Okay.
This was actually on the website for Kickstarters a while ago.
Okay.
They were asking for $7,000. People donated $21,000.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
it's
Tax free?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a good donation. It would be tax free.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
and like
Mhm.
just
Give me.
this game hilarious. You can download it for $10. Which when you think about it, like it's a flash game, so
Mhm.
it sounds kind of expensive, but when you buy it, you also get free instant access for when No Time to Explain 2 comes out.
That's cool.
Yeah, so
I'm just
really
kind of
cool.
curious if you've seen any similar games I did. Did you see the game called They Bleed Pixels at Dig?
Blade.
They
They
Bleed.
bleed pixels.
Oh,
They
they
Bleed
bleed. That's
Pixels.
No, I
Blade,
haven't
Blade,
seen
Blade.
that
Okay,
one.
that was another
What?
interesting game that was showed at Gamer Camp, and apparently they got it's going to become on Xbox Live Arcade. So
That's
that
cool.
just proves that they can get it out there because was XNA Microsoft guys at Dig as well talking about how to get it onto there.
Not really.
Okay.
They weren't really. They didn't really talk about stuff like. Actually, nobody from Microsoft even
Mhm.
talked. They had a booth
Oh.
set up.
Oh, that's it.
We're from the powerful
Okay.
corporation
And,
Microsoft. We can't afford anyone.
If Katie from the
we're
Microsoft booth still
Basically
has
a
my
bunch
number.
of bitches.
Oh.
Can't afford nobodies.
Yeah.
You stay at home. We keep our monies. You buy us stuff.
Yeah, if Katie from the Microsoft booth still has my number, give me a
Yeah,
call.
Katie, call Farley. Don't
Well-
be a hypocrite. You know you
Oh, hi Peanut.
You buy
Anyway, I'm done.
So anyways,
Or-
one
or-
more thing like that
oh, yeah.
for gaming something before we sign off for the week here.
Mhm.
I have a new. That's incorrect by the way.
Oh, okay.
I have a new giveaway I would like to propose to the floor here. I would like to give away an Xbox 360. What do you guys think? Cool idea, bad idea?
Are you paying for it?
Yes.
Okay, good idea.
Hey!
All right, how do I win this?
So basically, here is the deal. Normally we say, hey, people, call in, or basically go on my Facebook wall, or do this or do that, and instant gratification has been met. But however, since this is an Xbox coming out of my pocket, which I'm going to give to the show, I think we should add a couple of contentions, a little bit of
Regulation.
regulations behind all this.
Okay.
This is not going to be a dirty, shooty, get it, give me free instant gratification type of prize. No. This is how we're going to roll this out. I'm hoping everyone who's on my Facebook wall when I announced this last night are friggin' listening. So here's the deal. We got Mr. Kennedy's tweet going on because we're using that as our main anchor for the show. So the thing is, because, obviously you're going to be going away next month, and the thing is that, Kennedy's got his new fancy dancy phone that he got from Mr. Simmons himself. So the thing is that he's going to monitor our actual tweets. Here's the deal, kids. If you tweet in and say, Recep it, I love your show, in that exact phrase, no going away from that, your name will be entered into a draw. Our draw for this Xbox will take place November 1st. No, January 1st, sorry kids.
A little late for
A
that.
little late. So the prize is over. So if you want a free Xbox, tweet Mr. Kennedy at
Ryan_Kennedy. And in fact, I'll put it up on the screen
Perfect.
for those that like a visual.
if you could do that. And your name will be entered to a draw. And on January 1st, or our first show in January, whatever comes first, here, actually, no, whenever we're on live, to that time period, we will draw your name from our thing. So what an Xbox, kids? It pays to listen to us. It pays to tune in to our Ustream. It pays to hop on our Facebook group. Why? Because we are all things geeky in the world of the region, and we will not be undersold or other stuff like that. So that's the deal. What do you guys think?
Sounds great.
That's awesome.
There you go.
So, to do this, to post it to your Twitter account, would they just put, at Ryan_Kennedy?
I think Farley's about to do it right now.
He wanted the Xbox.
He's gonna be like, first!
But however, remember, this will basically put your name into a draw. So that's how this works. So the thing is, ready for this? Mr. Kennedy, I do. When you get tweets, does this actually interfere with any of your payments or anything else like that?
Nope.
Nope. Perfect. So you ready for this? You keep paging Mr. Kennedy at
Ryan_Kennedy.
There you go.
Spelled
So
RYAN underscore KENNEDY, just for those that are like, damn it, how do you spell it?
So every time your name will be, every time you say Mr. Kenny off a tweet, your name will be put into our raffle. So if you,
Let's
so
say
if you
one.
text him 1,000 times, guess what? Your name will be in our raffle 1,000 times. You get it yet, kids? So why not try to get the Xbox? And with our first show in January, we'll give away an Xbox. I hope everyone digs where this is coming from and understand it completely as Farley's throwing up in the toilet. And this is how our game will roll. Why? Because we're the bestest #1 radio geek show within the Wilder region. Again, we will not be undersold.
I already got a tweet. I'm going to show it
What do we got?
on screen. I'll read it first of all.
Alright. Is it good?
It's from @XXFarleyXX. And it says,
First.
@Ryan_Kennedy, Recepit, I love your show.
Yay!
52 seconds ago.
There you go. Oh,
First.
there we go.
And you know, we've got lots of free time.
There you go. So what's going to happen here, kiddies, is that if you tweet us and say, Recepit, I love your show, and that's our actual secret code that we actually will have for that. And now all those people who kind of go, but it happened, let's have some fun with this, shall we? Here's something that's going to work. If you actually tweet us or hop on my Facebook wall, which we've been told several times, and I hope people don't have ADD that badly, the first people who says first will get a free weekend's pass to EMC, which also takes place in January.
Really, because if someone did that on my wall post, I'd have them kicked off my Facebook.
I'm well aware of that. But the way I look at it is that we're all about the social media. If we can't use it, then it's just going to go away. But however, the thing is that people who tune into our station, the thing is that, we say call in, but you know what, I'm sick and tired of the phones ringing, so we turn them all off. And, but the thing is, we want to put a better system in before we actually start implementing that. But however, in the meantime, we have the Facebook component, we have Kennedy's actual tweet component.
All right.
So I think it's time to start really wrapping up our stuff, because the way I look at it, if we're going to continue to be the #1 bestest geek show within the region, it's time for us to put our best foot forward. Because if I look at it, we interviewed Nikki Payne a little while ago.
Yeah.
We're going to move forward with Mick Foley if we could do that. We're basically getting involved with all the different conventions and really putting our name forward. So it's like, this is it. This is what we're going to do. We're going to do this as much as we possibly can. And we're very serious about being the very best of all geekdom as much as we possibly can when we can. Plus, on top of that, if you want us to actually critique your stuff, send it our way. It's just that simple. Tweet Mr. Kennedy. We'll email you right away. We'll actually get a hold of us. So we're looking, and again, our show encompasses everything video, everything gaming oriented, everything movie oriented, everything TV oriented, everything comic book oriented, wrestling oriented, conspiracy theories. We cover the whole gauntlet. So this is us, and that is you. And with all that, my good friend, let's put a song on, and we'll calibrate stuff from our end, and we'll come to the rest of the show. And I'd like to thank you very much for listening so far. Because without you guys, we are nothing. Yeah, right. So
Well, I'm still awesome.
Exactly. We're all awesome. So, Kenny, play us over something, will you?
Yep. So with that, we'll be right back.
So if we're all awesome, does that mean we're all the Miz?
We're all on shoulders, aren't we?
The Miz. Because I'm the Miz and I'm awesome.
You're Mrs.
You're the parlays awesome.
You're
We should take back the awesome. This time.
Yeah. The Miz.
All those people who are sure to
Lily, you may have this,
What is this?
so you can.
Gamer camp.
Yes. Maybe
That's
we
cool.
can go camping next year together.
Absolutely.
Raphael.
Gamer
Yeah.
camp.
What is it?
Just double
We were talking about it.
Making sure, no, it's coordinate.
Pay attention next time.
What's that?
I zone in
Oh,
and
yeah,
out.
not you.
Pay attention.
I zone in and out through all the conversations. That's why I ask you guys to repeat stuff.
Anyone done any cartooning? Last little bit, so anyone want to mention the cartoon stuff?
I know I watched something recently. I don't remember what it was.
I watched Kid vs. Cat.
On TV.
Yo, that is actually such an entertaining show. Yes.
Kid versus
You take
cat.
your-
Kid
you're
versus
on.
Peanut, you're on.
You're on. Alright. So we'll play the rest of the song out
Yeah.
and talk about cartoons. stuff.
By the way, at Gamer Camp, they talk a lot about like money and like if deadlines and stuff. If you miss a deadline, you lose some of your money. You lose royalties.
Yeah, the
you lose a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah. Did they talk about that stuff at Dig?
No, not at Dig actually. Yeah, but I talked about it in my business part of my course.
Oh yeah, you're gonna learn all that.
Barely.
Right. When's it time to air?
We got 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
We'll time it out.
I don't know if Peanut actually wants to go on there.
Oh shit, go on.
Here, you take my spot.
You can still sit there. I can still talk to you.
No, you gotta be. Yeah.
You gotta sit there. I'm not getting in that chair.
It's for your good. But we sleep with the same bed. So we'll talk about cartoon stuff. Well, how will we work it? We'll just talk about from our end. We'll talk about what you saw, so you know exactly what's going on with that. But I got some cartoon stuff I want to talk about from my end, and then say we'll talk about their TV stuff. And then after that, the stuff I got after that is cartoon, comics, and movie stuff. So that should basically hopefully take us out.
Hey, Farley.
Yeah.
This is who you met, right? Cause he did a panel.
I think it's superhero stuff is a pretty good show.
No.
Oh, it was a different guy?
Yeah, Dennis
Silicon
Dyack.
Knight?
He's the assistant director.
Yeah.
Dennis Dyack is
Oh,
the
so it's a
head
different
guy.
Okay, it's a different guy then.
Comes off as quite
How much longer?
You got a minute and 20 seconds.
Oh.
I don't really
You're good.
remember it that much. I was a lot.
The other thing I want to do after January is we want to start talking to people on that. I'm hoping to get put before.
Yeah.
So we can see all of us on the internet. But we're gonna do that as well. Are you sure you have to go away for a month?
Unfortunately.
Farley has to go away to a special place. We won't be seeing him for a while.
You guys are awesome.
Yeah, we're still recording this, by the way. So.
I know.
I'm
Alright,
so
that's
happy
good.
you guys are here.
Ah, too sexy. Anyway,
You get a footprint on your butt.
that's fine.
And how they get on there?
Is this dusty?
Yeah, it's dusty.
Okay.
Here,
Why are you looking at my ass,
If
man?
you pointed it out, freak.
Ah, that hurt my chest. And that hurt my
You
ass.
got the smack up through your chest.
Ah.
That's an awesome technique. If it's a heart attack on top of that, it'd be more funny.
Well, no, I just wanted to get this
20
out.
seconds.
20
Get over
seconds
to the
there.
mic.
Sit down.
I will.
Sit. Sit like the woman you are.
10.
9.
8! Stop!
Fuck. Oh.
And we're back.
Woo!
That was
Dumas!
Du Hast from
Dumas!
Rammstein.
Awesome
Hopefully you
movie!
enjoyed that one.
I had never heard that song before. That was pretty sick.
That,
No,
never
it's
heard that song
fun.
before?
No.
Tell me you're
Wow.
kidding.
No, I'm not kidding.
Are you serious?
Sheltered.
Wait,
Oh
you
my
know
god.
that song?
Okay, you don't know
I've
this?
heard
Okay, we'll educate Farley over his break. But however, once again, I am the magnificent showstopper known as the Recepit, and you're listening to us on CKMS Sound FM on the FM dial 100.3. Plus, on top of that, Sound FM is CKMS, and if you want to follow us online, you can do such by going to CKMS.
SoundFM.ca.
Yay! Follow up, hooray!
Yes.
And on top of the Roger Box, you can follow us at 946 on the Rogers dial. And on top of that, if you want to follow us even further on our actual networking stuff, you can do such by going to facebook.com/Recepit. That's spelled RCEHOPPE. Plus, on top of that, if you actually want to follow us on YouTube, you can do such as ustream.tv/channel/Recepit, where you can see all of our hijinks in between the commercial breaks and so forth. And on top of that, I want to say thank you very much for tuning us in. We're on here every Tuesday from noon until 2. And as you can tell, we're in that quarter hour mark until 2 o'clock. So we have lots of stuff to talk about. And if you don't know what our show is, obviously you're hiding at the rock or been coming out of a recent coma. Hopefully not diabetic, of course. We cover all things geeky. It's what it all comes down to. We cover comic books, movies, gaming, wrestling, conspiracy theories, and comic books, and everything else like that. So, gentlemen, that's who we are, and you are who you are. Thank you very much for tuning in. So, right now, we're just finished wrapping up our gaming segment, and now we're walking into our cartoon segment.
What a
And for
gaming segment it was. So.
It was absolutely exhilarating for those who tuned in. And on top of it, if you want to catch the actual show, you can do such again by going to ustream.tv/Recepit. And on top of that, for the very first time ever, we have the magnificent Mistress Peanut basically chiming in with some actual really cool cartoon slash animation
Over
stuff.
there.
So the bottom line is that I'll go first. This is okay. Some of the and by the way, thank you very much for coming to the show. We appreciate you showing up today.
I know I'm a blessing every time I show up.
Yeah. A blessing keeps on giving and giving and giving. So get her mic'd up there so we don't have any problems.
Mic'd up.
Push it back.
Push it back a little bit for balance. No, I'm talking about the mic.
That sounds
This is
so-
live. No, push the mic. There you go.
That sounds
There.
so wrong.
So let's get Mistress Peanut a little bit mic'd in there because obviously she always keeps her kids all whipped and trained out beside there. But today, since people will be going away for a break over the Christmas holidays, let's get her on air. So anyway, very quick stuff from my end of things here. We'll break this up into 2 points here. Point one will be X-Men. I've been watching this new X-Men dub cartoon for a while now. Absolutely fantastic in every way. It really outshines the 90s animated feature series that came out a while ago. Really, really cool. I give it, enthusiastic yay up. Plus, on top of that, Thundercats came out again. Really, really cool stuff. So, I highly recommend both of these ongoing series. They're not really ongoing, sort of like, let's make 12 episodes or 6 episodes, see how long it'll last, basically get feedback from that, and then we'll go into a second season type of thing. But again, I highly recommend if you're not watching the new X-Men cartoon, which is English dub, or watching the new Thundercats production, I highly recommend you do it. There's a lot of really, really good stuff happening with that. And speaking of really, really good stuff happening, what did you see recently?
Kid versus cat.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Well, for people who haven't quite heard about the show, what's it about?
An alien cat that crashes down on Earth. And he's trying to destroy the Earth.
And why is this kitty trying to destroy the Earth?
Because that's what he just does.
Oh, okay.
Little purple alien that gets adopted by this kid's parent and the kid.
That's awesome. So what was the last show that you watched? Like, what happened with it? As she digs down deep for her critique of the last show she watched. But anyway, what was it? Is it fun to watch? Is it kid friendly? Is it grown up friendly? Well, like.
Oh, it's definitely kid friendly. I mean, you have to watch the cat try and destroy everything and make the brother life an absolute horrible mess.
Is this CGI, classical animated?
Classical.
Classical.
So it's classical animated?
2D.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, is this a new show? Is it an older show?
It's been out for a couple of years. Peanut doesn't know what she's talking about anymore. It's been out for quite a few years.
Alright.
Honestly, it is a kid's show, but as an adult myself, a young adult, but I'm still an adult, it is, like, honestly, one of the most entertaining, like, consistently entertaining cartoons I've ever seen.
Would you give it an enthusiastic yay up?
An enthusiastic
I give it a 9 out of 10.
Yay!
Yay!
What's that?
I give it a 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. So would you recommend me having a look at this?
I
you
don't know
definitely-
if that would be
you
your type of
definitely-
show.
Oh, okay.
You definitely have to watch it. Definitely.
Alright. Well, we'll give it.
Well,
give it a
because
shot
it's
here.
basically this little girl, like the younger sister, and she like finds the cat, and she's like, oh, I have to keep it.
We're just cute graphic. Thank you, Miss Candy. You can tell us the radio show here.
And it's like the cat is like very like enamored with the little sister.
Yeah.
But so the little brother is trying to stop the cat from destroying the world, and the dad's oblivious. So.
Well, so is the sister.
So is the sister, but the cat likes the sister. The cat doesn't like the
Yeah.
brother. So he tries and blows things up, and then the brother's getting blamed for everything the cat does because it always creates a mess.
You know what? Since we're getting through the graphic up, I did see one of these shows, and what
Yes.
happened was that the cat had one of those shock collars.
Yep.
That actually talked to it, and
Yeah.
basically you can't do this, you can't do that. The cat goes, I don't like this. And basically goes in the workshop, solves it off, and becomes a kid. So the kids get shocked. this font English woman voice telling the child what to do and not to do. So it was absolutely hilarious. And you know, I'm going to see a couple more language episodes that you recommended. And of course, I caught it on television just by chance.
Yeah. Well, one of the episodes was the cat actually got these like little mechanical flies to fly into people's ear, and so that he could control them. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, the main human character, he wasn't affected because when they all got released, he was wearing like headphones. So obviously they can't get through headphones. And these other two characters, they're not really main characters; they're side characters, but they show up in every episode, and like they're the school bullies, and like they weren't affected either because their hygiene was so bad, it like shows that like wax build up in their ears. So it's a kid's show, but it has like these gross things that go on in it.
Well, kids like gross stuff. So
That's true.
It all works. So the things, another show that you guys are talking about, yeah, you know, I'm gonna check it out. And speaking of my last segment for
Well, just quickly about Kit versus Kat. Looks like you can tune in and watch it on YTV.
Yay!
2 p.m. weekdays.
Yay!
Those that want to watch it.
YTV, we're looking for a check.
Yes.
It also comes on early in the morning.
Ah.
I don't know when, but it comes on early in the morning because I usually watch it.
Usually
after
around
work.
8 o'clock
8 o'clock?
during the week.
That's cool.
Not on the weekends.
Basically, our show ends around 2 p.m. So those that can just tune into YTV after and check it out.
Absolutely.
Also, basically speaking of anime stuff or animation stuff in general, or cartoon stuff in general, I found a little while ago this fantastic website called Anime Raffle. And one reasons why I like it so much is that, as people probably have guessed by now, I'm just a wee bit dyslexic, so you know, reading and writing is a little difficult for yours truly. But however, I do what I can to overcome these obstacles. But however, this website dedicates itself towards anime that's English dubbed. So, for a while now, just like going to onechannel.ch, I go to this particular website all the time. I've always been really impressed by the actual care that this website actually puts into its actual users, and also anime comes forward, because as everyone knows, Mr. Kennedy, some people just like the actual English, the English subtitles, and they don't care for the English stuff. But however,
that's fine, because let's say the animation is just absolutely beautiful, right?
Yeah.
I mean, for those that don't know the language, why not listen to it in your own language and just sit back and be able to look at the visuals, right?
Drink it all in.
Yeah.
Drink it all in. But however, the thing is, there's some purists out there kind of go, well, you know what? I want to hear what the original Japanese language sounds like, and I want to stick with the whole subtitle thing. And the thing is, for those people, that's awesome. And also on top of that, there is some actual push behind this, because back in the late 80s, early 90s, English dub was horrible. Oh
Yes.
my god!
We've improved since then.
Bad. So because of that, people have a real hate on English dub. But however, since 25 years ago, there's a whole industry designated for actually making anime English voice dub just that much more important, and they put a lot of care, a lot of trouble into it. And long story short, this particular website really, tries to bring that forward, and I think I commend them on this, because it takes a lot of stuff to do. So anyways, here's what happened over the weekend. I jumped in the Facebook group, which is called Anime Raffle, of course, same name, keep the whole brand together, and I posted something saying, will you guys bring Thundercats to your actual website? And of course, the debate started from there forward, saying, no, we're not bringing Thundercats because it's not Japanimation. It's like, what do you mean? It comes from Japan, it's like Studio 4 Degrees. Like, why not? It's like, because it's not allowed. So we got this huge debate back and forth. But it was, you know what? But it was all done civilly. It was really done civilly. And the person who I was talking to really took steps forward and kept everything together. And of course, at the same time, I was a bit cranky. And of course, I just lashed back like an idiot, because I do that from time to time. And on the air, I like to publicly apologize if I anyone upset. But however, for English dub anime, I want to give a big shout out to Rafio.com. That's spelled, that's animerafio.com. I apologize. And that's ANIMERAFIO.com. And you can catch them on Facebook in the same name, the whole 9 yards. And for all those people who really, really enjoy their anime dub, I highly stop by this actual website, check them out, And if you really like what you see, go to your favorite anime/video store, especially people for and we're just waiting for a paycheck, by the way. And buy it. If you like it, buy it. Buy it through a store. Do not buy it online. See it online if you really want to see it. And if you like it, go out and buy it. Don't be a terrorist, kids. Go support your local economy by actually buying things from your favorite independent retailers. Keep the big box stores out.
Do not buy used. Do not buy used.
No, you can buy used.
No.
Why not?
Because
Why?
the production companies don't get any of that money.
Yeah, but because he gets the money.
Yeah, I know, the local company.
Yeah, and the thing is,
But still.
who's hired? Is it the local stores or the actual large faceless corporate entities?
Both.
Who makes it, though?
Oh, ready for this? Who buys it though?
Uh,
I win! Woo! Superstar! Woo! I win! So, anyways, moving forward. So again,
don't buy used.
check out Anime Raffle, and I really highly recommend it. I'd like to thank everyone who actually was in co-communication with me throughout the weekend and talking about bringing Thundercats to AnimeRaffle.com, and I hope they have it there shortly because it's a fantastic piece of animation, well written, and also the answer is Thundercats anime or not? The answer is yes and no. It's both. Reason being is that it was produced, written, and all of those by an actual Japanese animation company against 4 Degrees Studios. But however, it was released to a North American audience first. But since it's all been produced in-house in Japan, it's truly both. Because some people who actually argue about this is yes it is or no it isn't. It's a black and white scenario film. But what's happening is it's actually gray. Because again, it's all produced in Japan and so forth. So basically what's going on is people made a reference saying, well, Transformers animated, some episodes were actually made in Japan. The thing is actually correct. But however, Thundercats and all those episodes are all made by the same studios in Japan. So thus giving the very strange gray title of both. Aha! Eat it!
So would that make The Simpsons Korean animation?
Well, here comes the funny part. Are the episodes done in Korean? Exactly.
See, they make fun of it on The
They
Simpsons
do,
itself,
especially
so
the first
it's
season
really
when
hard to
you see
tell.
Marge's mouth and stretching some moves and I'm like, that's it.
I love The Simpsons.
Did you see this week's Simpsons by chance?
No.
Very interesting stuff. What happened
Oh,
was
really?
a little bit of spoilers out there. People who haven't really quite seen
No.
it yet. No spoilers? Fine. Go watch it.
Go
It's
spoilers.
not too bad. On a scale of 1 to 10, I gave it a.
Well,
I gave it about a 7. That's not too bad. It's okay. It's on the right
I give
level.
it a 9.
It's worth me talking
You've
about.
seen it.
What about the Family Guy?
The Family Guy. Well,
Not bad. Is it Family Dad?
Family Guy.
American Dad.
American Dad. Thank you.
And Family Guy.
American Dad. I'm merging both.
Cleveland
One
show.
That's an awesome show.
American Dad. This week's episode, not too bad either. Some very, very interesting stuff through that, and I'm not talking like hardcore. It was Family Guy type of
Okay,
stuff we
thank
mentioned
goodness.
before. But the thing is that it was interesting. Going, that's interesting because when we put spoilers out there or what?
Fine.
Alright, what happened was on this week's American Dad was Stan and his wife. What's his wife's name again? Anyone?
The blonde chick.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Anyone?
The blonde chick.
Susan?
No.
No?
It'll hit us eventually.
Yeah, pretty much. So basically, Stan and his wife were talking about things that happened in the relationship. And what Stan used to do, what Stan used to do every time when a very sensitive subject came up is that he would bring his wife to a CIA forgetful person.
Fail. Old episode.
That's no episode?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
That's not
yeah.
new
A couple years ago.
I remember.
Really?
I remember that
Wow.
one too. I
Okay,
think.
okay. Well,
I
I
hate when they
was
do that.
impressed that this actual element came up with an
Mm.
actual relationship.
Very good episode though.
Yes, it was. The thing is that Maggie, I can't.
Well, Marge is from The Simpsons.
March Maggie.
Marge and Maggie, merge them into one. Please, no. Oh, that's gonna bug me now. Mr. Spina, find it first.
She's looking.
So,
Well, of course.
so anyways, I was quite impressed because obviously there was this major rift in the relationship between the two characters.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is they worked it out. It was, and also top line, Stan, the character, also grew as well. I went, wow, that's pretty.
For that episode.
Yeah.
The
yeah.
next episode, he's back to his normal self. Don't worry. Nobody ever
I
really
thought
grows
I thought
up.
It was really cool. It
Francine.
Francine! There it is. Thank you, Mr. Peanut. So
You're
with
welcome.
Francine and Stan doing the thing, they actually found a major speed bump in their actual relationship, and they worked it out. I thought it was really, really cool to see, especially for a American Dad episode. Now, as far as Family Guy goes, I really didn't see this week's episode.
There's probably an old one too.
Probably.
I give it an 8 out of 10. I haven't seen it, but I give it an 8 out of 10.
Mistress Peanut gives it an 8 out of 10. She hasn't seen it yet, and haven't seen it because it is absolutely that. So, just punching forward to the rest of the stuff here because we're almost running out of time. We're almost going to super hyperactive overtime. Everything is on the TV dial. Hugh Ledger, the person who actually stars in House, has basically announced that he will be retiring from television altogether once House goes up. So he will be finished with the actual industry and moving on to probably, hopefully, movies and cartoons and stuff like that. Also, Dexter this week. Oh my God! Awesome! I hated Dexter based on the principle back when it came out in the day. But I said, you know what? If I'm gonna hate this thing, I'm gonna give it 3 episodes. Next thing you know, I'm spending 24 hours straight watching all 3 seasons back to back, going, this is awesome! Feed me more!
I saw the first episode.
You did? Awesome. So basically, this week's Dexter, completely on left field, extremely impressed, highly recommended. Keep in mind, kids, there's only 2 or 3 more episodes left in this season, and that's it. It's a wrap. And I really have to see how Dexter gets himself out of this one this time around. It's really, really cool. Highly recommended. I always have links on my Facebook wall in quotations. So basically, go check it out and see what you mean. If you actually disagree with this, send me a message and I'll look at it. Plus, on top of that, Walking Dead this week. Oh my gosh, totally awesome too because it actually shows who's a real monster. If you haven't seen it, have you seen those 2 shows? And obviously, you need to go and see it because the way I look at it for writing, it's absolutely fantastic in every way. Now, speaking about TV shows, let's hop quickly into comic books because it's a very short segment for myself this week because I've been really, really busy. But however, one of the few things I definitely want to mention before I go into the whole comic book spiel is that if you like comic books just as much as I do, you will stop on by 2 fantastic places from all the region. First one in Kitchener, Looking for Heroes. Fantastic store, basically bringing the very best of all of our wonderful pulp fiction prints, and basically located on, give me a second here, there we go. They're located on Ontario Street, 95 Ontario Street, Kitchener. You can catch them on the actual web at lookingforheroes.com. Plus, another you can stop by the Facebook group, which is Looking for Heroes as well. And if you happen to be in the region, you can stop by Carry On Books, which is located on King Street itself. That's 32 King Street, and you can stop by their Facebook group, which is Carry On Comics as well. And I gotta tell you, both John and Andy put a lot of time in their stores. And the thing is, if you don't want to be a terrorist, then I highly recommend supporting the local community by stopping on by and actually picking up comic books.
Terrorist is such a strong word.
What's
I
that?
know.
Why not you just use pirate or something?
Forget it, no, terrorist! Because if you're not supporting the local community, you're a terrorist!
Alright.
You live in your parents' basement. When you can't get a job, guess what? It's your fault because you saw stuff online. So yeah. So basically, if you can, please stop by those two stores because those 2 stores build a local community. We lose our actual geekdom aspect of things, and the thing is that these stores are very important to actually push forward in the future, and also gives us an actual starting point where we came from when it came to this particular stuff. So again, Looking at Heroes on 95 Ontario Street in Kitchener, 32 King Street in Waterloo is Carry On Books. People that own it is John, who owns Looking for Heroes, and Andy at Carry On Books. And the thing is, tell them that Receptor sent you, and they'll fix you up real fine. And by the way, if you happen to be in Ontario Street, there's this fantastic computer store, which is independently owned, called OnTech, which is on the corner of Queen and Charles on 84 Queen Street, South in Kitchener. So if you can, stop on by. And their Facebook and their actual online store is ontech.com. So stop off, see their stuff. Don't be a terrorist. I'm going to keep saying that because
Alex is a terrorist.
So basically in comic book stuff, as I mentioned before, and also just a little segue here. If you want me to review your comic, I'll do as such. Send me a Facebook message. Or you can tweet us on our Twitter at
Ryan_Kennedy.
And that XX Farley XX.
Yeah.
There you go. Send us comic books,
Yeah.
we'll look over them. talk about there and so forth. So
Unless
however,
it's
and
an
Marvel-
online comic because Restepa doesn't
well,
like
the
online
thing is that, you know what, online
comics.
comic books are cool, but the thing is that, really, not to get too much in a rant here, they actually subtract the industry altogether. And all those people who don't understand that, you're basically falling on your own sword. You really don't understand what that means. Because here comes the funny.
Explain it to me after the show.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. I might get into that in a further segment when we have some more time. So, in DC news, they're doing absolutely fantastic. I've read over
The
Catwoman issue 3. Really, really cool stuff.
The new 52 is going good.
The new 52, in my opinion, it's okay. But the thing is that, you know what, it's making money, and all the benchmarks are being covered. Personally, I think if they're going to have this much of an actual high reader output, I think they should have just stick with all the regular titles, keep the numbers going, but actually reboot the universe on a fresh new page. But starting at number 1, I really feel, in my opinion, cheaps the whole collecting experience. It makes it that much more difficult for kids to actually, you know, get involved with stuff, especially the older stuff, because the thing is that comic books is really, it's a can of burns at both ends. Because first off, you have the old stuff, which you got to get into if you support the actual comic book line, and you got new stuff that supports. You got to go back and forth constantly. I think rebooting a whole comic book universe at number 1 was a bad move on DC's behalf. But however, the sales are coming in. The kids are liking it, so, you know, again, it's just my opinion, but, you know, it's doing well, and the stuff they're coming out with, it's not that bad. It's really not that bad. It's worth me talking about it on the actual air. So anyways, DC stuff, go and purchase at your favorite comic book store, and that'll be absolutely fantastic. But however, in Marvel news, they have 2 major cancellations, because Marvel's now going through this whole cancellation phase now, which is Ghost Rider. They just rebooted it. They put a whole new character forward. I thought it was really badass. It was completely badass as a reboot that Mark Savory did back in the 90s. But the thing is that they made Ghost Rider a woman, which was interesting.
Oh.
But however, before this actual comic book actually grew its legs, they cut it off and they're canceling it. The second cancellation coming out is Black Panther, which really, really was odd, particular branding at this point, because what happened was that Black Panther came out. People didn't quite know what it made with the character, but it was popular enough to actually push it forward. I hope they knew because he was just a black character. I hope they did because it actually was decent storytelling. So what happened was that they pushed Daredevil out of his comic book slot and put Black Panther. So basically, the man without fear, Black Panther versus Daredevil. So they had that going on, and after a while, they pushed the Black Panther out, put the Daredevil back in, had his own book, not selling well, so no, obviously we canceled together. And independent stuff, again, any retro stuff, like as an example, Transformers Chaos issue 30, I picked it up. I didn't pick it up, I read through it because obviously we have no money, so I can't pay the $3 charge, which is not that bad overall, but a really good comic book, again, was mentioned on the air. So the top 3 comic books for this week is Superman issue 3, followed by Fantastic Four, followed by Flash number 3. So those are your comics you should be keeping an eye out for. Plus, on top of that, one of the things about comic books which I like is that they're coming out with limited print runs for covers. So all those people who want to get back to the collector aspect of things, you can buy the regular comic that comes out, and plus, I think for like every 1,000 or 5,000 comic books that they print off this one special edition comic. So thus bring the whole collectibility aspect forward, which is very smart for both for DC that they're doing, and Marvel don't really do it too much, but I know DC's really doing it, which is really cool. So with comic books, because obviously that's with, you know, illustration, which for storyboard, we'll hop into our final segment and go into super hyper overdrive on this actual show and talk about movie stuff. First off, G.I. Joe, as everyone mentioned, The Rock, Dwayne Johnson is coming back to actually play Roadblock, and unfortunately there's been a mishap on the set.
Yeah.
A stunt person died.
Yeah.
Which isn't too good because now we got the Replaceables that's coming out.
Expendables.
Replaceable. Replaceable is a better title than Expendables.
Yeah.
The thing is that someone died on the set with that as well. So a lot of
Yeah.
movies they're watching now being shown to us paved with blood, which is like, ooh, which takes away from the fun and all that sort of thing. But however, hopefully people will remember that before their mind's eye receives diabetes. Also on top of that, within geek news, Star Trek gets the green light for making another movie.
Cool.
With J.J. Abrams, once again from the director from the first one, and that's supposed to be released 2013. And speaking as such, Men in Black 3 is coming out. But however, here's what's happening with that. As far as it's coming out this year, and so far the advertising campaign has been a complete bovine excrement.
This year, as in
cardboard
2011.
12.
Oh, okay.
Well, this only has one more month.
That's why I was
So,
concerned.
Yeah, no, it's all good. But the thing is that they're absolutely horrible. People who like Men in Black should contact the actual movie store and say, hey, what the hell is this kite? Please fix it. Let's get some more stuff going up with this because unfortunately on the radio show we're going to talk so much about it. But however, as mentioned before previously, Star Trek is really opening up. And speaking of Star Trek, I thought Cartoon was watching the YouTube stuff recently, but the Shat, being William Shatner, is actually scrapping over with Carrie Fisher.
Huh.
Do you guys know who Carrie Fisher is?
Yeah,
Yep.
Princess Leia.
There you go. Those two are actually fighting it out on YouTube.
Oh yeah, why?
What's happening is Carrie Fisher took the first shot across the bow against the Shatner, and of course Shatner being Captain Kirk, who talks like everywhere is his own sentence. Basically kind of like, Carrie, what's this? So they're actually some messages back and forth, and that has been very, very funny. And to let you know, all the stuff we're talking about will be included in information with with our live stream component, and also our YouTube stuff, and also we'll have show notes for the actual stop it! Don't talk! For the actual stuff and so forth. And also speaking of YouTube stuff, the thing that sort of popped on my actual radar is that there's this YouTuber called Mox News. The reason why Mox News is important to individuals who watch YouTube or get involved in the whole about real thing is because what Mox News does is that first of all it's done by one person. He's been doing this at the beginning of YouTube, which is basically 4 years going. He's not a YouTube partner. He's not making any money from this, but he's doing this because he really cares about capturing the moment from Fox News, CNN, and stuff like that. And what he does is that he posts news clips from the actual from the different television shows that bring us the news. And the reason why he does this in clips is so it's a fast, quick sound bite, so you can hear what's going on, so you at least slightly informed what's happening all around you. Well, he's been doing this for 4 years, and just recently, his YouTube page got taken down due to fake DMCAs. And the reason why I'm bringing that up is that since we have our own online component, people can serve us with fake DMCAs to bring our channel down.
What's a DMCA?
Are you familiar with DMCAs, Rich Candy?
Well, explain in layman's terms what that
Okay,
is.
super layman terms was like this. Back 3 years ago, there was the larger corporations allowed to be Viacom, allowed to be Sony Music and stuff like that, and they were suing YouTubers left, right, and center because they were using their product within their own videos. But however, the thing behind all this was is that within copyright, it allows an individual to use a portion of their actual production and whatever they want to make it. If they can remix it, then it becomes theirs, it becomes own stuff and everything. But the thing is that these people are just being dicks because what's going on is that if you hit a YouTuber, it's like running a small child over with a Hummer. Reason being is that obviously these people do, like as an example, with the movie and the entertainment industry in general, it's not uncommon to be sued. As a matter of fact, it's sort of like going to the bathroom when you first wake up. Something to be expected, it happens, it's part of the game. But when you sue a YouTuber, especially someone or a person that is actually really in the viral video making, and they're actually really putting a lot of time and product of real serious time, and they're putting your stuff into their video, and they're actually complying with the actual copyright laws instead of both the U.S. and Canadian charters. It's completely deplorable. But these people were doing it because obviously they thought it would be a problem, and obviously suing a mother who was watching her baby dance to Prince obviously warrants a lawsuit of over $45,000, and basically people are being making an actual an example of. And the way I look at it, I look at my parents' place because I don't need to be parented in my actual growing up adult years. I don't need that. And having these article going, oh, you used our song in the background. Like, no, it was mistaken by the radio. It wasn't purposely placed there, and it was just the students just being stupid. And because of they're slitting their own throat for the process, and I did not find it happy at all. So, anyways. DMCA's was actually introduced by the American Congress of George Bush era, which is very unfortunate. So what happens here is that if a studio finds that you're using their product in your actual video, they can send you a DMCA, which basically states that you have an X period of time to explain yourself, what's going on, so forth, and etc. And this is a completely legal binding document as well. And at the same time here, this allows YouTube to put your channel on hold, and then from there, go through the legislation, find out what's going on, so forth, etc. But however, here comes the problem with YouTube. You have about 24 hours to make your video successful. If you don't make your video successful in 24 hours, it'll go on the front page, doesn't get the views, people don't see it. So the thing is that what some people do on YouTube, which is really crappy by the way, and people should friggin' stop it, is basically they make fake DMCA's. And on top of that thing, since they're filing an actual government document, could be criminally fraudulent. So what's going on here is that people are basically putting different names on it, sent through fax machines, but every time YouTube gets one of these things, they have to stop, put the channel on hold, examine the video, and everything else like that. And I think it's really crappy. So moving forward toward my beginning here, is that Mox News is getting fake DMCA's being sent to him because through news reports and stuff like that, you can have it because it's part of public domain. And it's just really, really crappy what's going on. So his channel has been temporarily taken down. They've been working on this for the last 4 years. He had hundreds and thousands of videos on his actual, as a living archive of what's happening in the general news and stuff like that. It's just really, really sad to see. And those people who fake DMCA's on YouTube, you should friggin' quit it because you're hurting yourself in the process. If you really want YouTube going down, here's the best thing you do. Don't use don't use YouTube. Move on to something else. You can do that. We do. We go through Ustream, we go through live video, we go through all the channels, because this is what you have to do to get involved in this, when you get involved with it. And hurting your fellow friend doesn't work at all with anyone. So stop it. So, based with all that being talked about, let's get back to movies really quickly here. The top 5 videos. Number 5 was Hugo, the new CC film that came out. It came out number 5, which was very interesting. And basically, it opened up. Didn't open up for this week. It brought in 11.4 million. The other Christmas time film is Arthur Christmas. That brought in 12.7 million. Also, on top of that, one of the movies you like, Farley, is Happy Feet 2, which brought 13.4 million.
I like penguins.
Now, here comes the funny part. You guys ever heard of this little thing called the Muppets?
Yes.
Yeah.
Which I'm not impressed with, because I don't like rehashing 70s, 80s.
Especially when it's Disney that does it.
Yeah, exactly. Here comes the funny part. I believe the film opened up this weekend.
Yep.
Came out at number 2.
I know.
At 29.5 million.
Yep.
Do you believe that? And everyone that I've actually, all of my hard critics I watch on YouTube and other viral video sites, they're very, very critical when it comes to the films, but all those friggin' freaks of nature seem to like this film. So, very interesting. So, it came at number 2, and of course, number 1 was the stupid, flippin' vampire flick.
I know!
It's horrible in every way. Pull your eyeballs out before you go to the theater or during the next movie and something to make a statement. Don't be a terrorist. Twilight Breaking Bad was brought in 42 million dollars.
Is this part 1?
Part 1.
Yeah, Breaking Dawn Part 1.
But however, this has been released for 3 weeks now. So yeah, the film like the Muppets just came out with all of its positive energy, blah blah blah, from what I heard of, and they got Breaking Dawn, part of the Twilight Saga, and I'm going, oh my god, really? No, the thing is, I'm all aware of that. The thing is that 3 weeks at number 1, and then they got like this is the funny part. Disney made the Muppets, and Disney can't punk Twilight out of the top position. Nope. That's crazy. You all your Twilight moms out there who are 40 plus, let go. Let your girls enjoy the moment. And stop supporting this film. It's poopy. Stop it. And also on top of that, speaking about cinema, my favorite cinema is called the Frederick Twin Cinema. That's located on Charles Street in the downtown core area. And if you can, today, stop on by their actual place of business. And also on top of it, today is Double Down Tuesday Toonie Day, which is basically get in for $4. And on top of that, they're showcasing this for this week, Happy Feet 2 and the Muppets. So maybe after the show today, maybe we might want to basically, do something fun to the couch, take all the actual change out, maybe head down and watch the Muppets. Maybe an idea. Maybe not. So with all that being said, opening this week we have The Artist coming out, Outrage followed by Sleeping Beauty. There's 2 films of Sleeping Beauty coming out. This is one.
It's coming out soon?
It's coming out this weekend.
Oh.
So those are the 3 films that's coming out. And let's see here. I'm just going to go to my notes here just to make sure I haven't missed anything. We're 20 minutes of overtime. And I believe we're good to go. So, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, and those of the young at heart, my name is Reese Steppen, and I'm coming to you live on the airwaves and the internet. And if you want to catch us on the airwaves, you can do so at CKMS 100.3 on the FM dial. Plus, on top, I want to stop stop on by the website, which is soundfm.ca. You can see us all there as well. Plus, on top of that, good enough for you can stop by their actual Rogers on 946 on the Rogers box number dial thingy. And if you can, stop by our Facebook wall. It's my Facebook wall at facebook.com/Receppit. That's spelled RCEHOPPE. And once again, we are the Comic Book Guys, working title. And long story short here, we come to you live on the airwaves, live on the intertube, every Tuesday from noon until 2.
Well, just to recap, this has been our first full month of being on the air.
Are you serious?
Hasn't it?
What is the
Yeah.
time?
November,
We're at show
so-
8, so isn't that like 2 months?
Well, I think we had a few first shows in a different location. But being here on the air, on
Never to be
101.3
archived.
FM, this is our first full month.
Yep.
And we'll be missing you, Farley.
I
coming in
know.
Next
Farley's
month.
going on vacation.
Yeah.
We'll miss him and bring a Mistress Peanut with him. Which makes it all sad. But however, rest assured, they will be in when they can. Maybe get them on the phone or something and say, "Hey, how you doing?" and stuff like that. But who
Leave
knows?
me alone, I'm sleeping.
I'm sleeping now.
But with November coming to an end, so does Movember.
I
So
can finally
will-
shave.
You can shave. I can shave.
Peanut
But-
won't let me shave.
I think it makes it more manly.
He wants to shave before the end of the November, and he's not allowed.
I personally think, speaking of November really quickly here, because obviously we're running overtime.
Mhm.
It's really interesting, this whole November thing, because I was looking around and looking at older pictures, like from the 30s, the 40s, and the 50s, going, why do people look more mature back then than they do now? Like, as an example, when I was younger and I'm looking at older people, which I'm obviously the older person now, the thing is that there's this really strong contrast, because it's really interesting, because I personally think that society wants people to look younger as long as they can, but however, I think facial hair on guys, emphasis on guys, gives them that certain mystique of actual matureness. And when it's all shaven off, you get that baby face going on, it's like,
Have to disagree.
really, hit me.
If it's like, you say facial hair in
If you're
general.
growing,
No, just shush for a second. If you're talking facial hair in general, I cannot stand like just mustaches.
Oh.
yeah.
It looks stupid.
Well, the thing is, if you look at like as an example with cowboys, they love mustaches.
See, yeah, but that's
that looks like,
yeah.
like, damn man, like I don't want to screw with this person. Why? Because he'll kill me.
Tom Selleck mustache.
Well, the funny thing, speaking of November, this was one guy. It was the weirdest thing because he had like a full mustache, man, and twirling at the end. I'm like, oh my
Nice.
god! Like I think the mustache weighed at least 10 pounds. So
Awesome.
it was crazy. The thing is, you don't see that from day to day anymore, and it's just
You gotta gel it.
what's that?
Well, of course you gotta gel it. It's not gonna stick like that by itself unless it's really dirty.
You never know nowadays.
Damn hippies.
so anyhow.
Well, it's all been in support of men's health, such as prostate and testicular cancer. And I actually opened a donation page. So I just want to plug it real quickly in case anyone wants to send any towards my page. It's http://mobro.co/Mr. Kennedy.
Mr.
Mobro.co. I love it. That is
Mobro.co.
awesome.
/Mr. Kennedy. So if anyone has like very full pockets, they just want to send. November is almost over, so I decided to throw that just because we'll be coming you back in December. So
I think
should be all
facial
gone.
hair on guys makes them look grown up.
Sure.
And I think plain mustaches on guys make them look like inappropriate word.
Insert inappropriateness at your leisure.
Exactly.
So anyways, folks, I think we're going to wrap this up because we're 25 minutes
Yep.
in overtime. The thing is, I'd like to thank you very much for stopping on by, and I hope you can visit again next Tuesday between noon until 2. We really appreciate your time and trouble. I am Recepit.
No, you're
Mr.
not.
Kennedy is keeping us out of trouble on the actual keyboard. And basically, for the last time for a month, the one, the only, the magnificent Farley.
I'm awesome.
And then
Oh my
top of that,
God.
Mistress Peanut, making sure that all of our faxes are all straight. So anyways, from all of us to all of you, thank you very much for your time and trouble. Mr. Kennedy, can you play us out something a little lively, please?
Good night.
Let's do a
and
little
good-
Daft Punk.
Daft Punk, yeah.
Yes. So see you guys next week.
Swing it!
What's that funk song?
Oh.
What's it called?
The fun.
I don't know the song.
See you guys!
Bye guys!